And I think it was this button. The top right. I'm gonna be leaning on that a lot. For making sure that I'm able to, like, have stuff at the ready. Have stuff at the ready at all times. Because there's a lot of buttons. A lot of buttons to memorize here that I will not memorize. Actually, that's the answer. I will not be memorizing buttons. But what I will be doing is I'll be taking just kind of stock of what are things that are not checked. What are things I still need to do to be able to make the shoot button happen. So we're starting with a 9mm with the flashlight. Also, I appreciate the realism of obviously I don't have any. We don't have like any. Do I even have like any fake guns, like any Nerf guns? I don't have. All right, so we'll just assume I have a gun in my hand. I appreciate the realism of the flashlight is being held like this. So when you, that's like the standard thing, right? You got like the gun held like this, flashlight pointed that way, held like this that way. Wherever you move your flashlight, the gun also moves. I appreciate that little detail. I think that's like the standard, recommended procedure for if you're you know, all the multitudes of situations all of us find ourselves when we're trying to clear a room with a flashlight and a gun. That's something we all do all the time, right? That's pretty cool. There is a slide to pull back. You have to hold R. I don't know if you... Oh wait, pick up nearby round? Am I wasting rounds? I don't know. I was pressing R. Seems like pull... Oh, that's to... You hold R. Oh, that's to pull back this... Okay. Pull back the slide. Okay, so I misunderstood what the slide meant. Okay, never mind. So in that case, I'll... Okay, so we got some extra bullets now. Okay, so I wasn't, like, throwing them away. You can pick up extra rounds that are lying around. Okay, so yeah, I think when I was pulling back the slide, I was dumping rounds and I didn't mean to. I misunderstood what slide meant. Is it clear that I haven't fired a gun in a long fucking time? Is it clear that I'm pretty out of sorts here? But that's okay. This is how we learn. My understanding is that this game was made in, like, as part of, like, a game jam. Like a 7-day game jam, and the theme was gun mechanics and working with weapons, not just point and shoot, but individual stuff like loading bullets into a magazine in this case, and ejecting the magazine, pulling back the hammer, activating the safety, that kind of shit. So there we go. We got Physics Scout. What's up, buddy? Yeah, I'm excited to play the sequel too. We're playing the sequel tomorrow. I'm doing a big charity mega stream tomorrow. 8+ hours. But, we have a review key for the second one, so I'll be playing that tomorrow for sure. But I figured we'd go ahead and get our feet wet with the first one, just for funsies. And there is no sprint button, which is fine. Sprint buttons are not always aren't always necessary. This game also utilizes procedural generation, so the layouts for the levels will always be different. I think it's also a one shot and you're dead kind of thing. Blinking red lights makes me nervous. Alright, this is one thing. I will look to see if the control button is available, because I'm more of a control croucher than I'm a C croucher. I'm excited to play this tonight, and like I said, very much excited to play Receiver 2 tomorrow as part of the Extra Life Marathon. Tomorrow's Extra Life Marathon number 2. Instead of doing one big 24-hour marathon, I do 3 separate 8-hour marathons. We did the first one a couple weeks back, beginning of November. We're doing the second one tomorrow. Like I said, 8 hours of a couple indie games tomorrow, and then we'll do the third and final marathon stream at the end of December, on December 28th, last Saturday of December. So, is control used anywhere? No, it is not. So we will like that. Yes. Good. Yeah, sound off if anybody has opinions on C crouching versus control crouching. I'm a control croucher through and through. The guy says, careful, Alex. Careful, you might get your ass. Why? By mentioning that I haven't... Wait, is it because I've mentioned that I have not used a firearm in, like, multiple decades? Well, multiple decades. Actually, well, yeah, that's accurate. Can I get his ass? Maybe I can be stealthy. Can I be stealthy? Do I trust myself? Let me turn my flashlight off. I'm not sure if like the bad guys are watching that level of to that degree of attention to detail. Like I should probably just pop him. I'm worried that it'll get something's attention. Looks like he's wobbling. Or maybe I'm just missing. I'm trying to aim with the iron sights. There we go. Get a little bit of pop in, but that's fine. I'm gonna hold off on doing any reloading, and we have some bullet casings. So these are not extra bullets. These are the casings from the rounds I just fired. So Agasso's implying, I suppose, that I won't get deported because I've mentioned using firearms. I'll get deported because it implies that I'm not a real American if I'm not using firearms on an extremely regular basis. So that was just the little top area there. So we didn't necessarily need to go up to the top. So yeah, my understanding, I've seen a little bit of gameplay for this game, and I know the big thing is that there's not a lot of... I don't think there's any human... What the hell is that? I don't think there's any human bad guys, but I think there's like drones and robots and... Oh, that's just the thing I just killed. Does it have anything? Oh, that's kind of cool. Can I put bullets in the mag? Insert magazine, put magazine inventory. Okay, so I can't load it then. Put magazine inventory. Okay. Put magazine. Tab 3. Shit. Wait, was I not supposed to do that? I'm sad. Maybe I'm supposed to do... Oh, okay, I'm not sure why it says 3. Oh, now it shows up, okay. There's a flashlight. 2. Oh, you press it again. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit wobbly for me, where it's gonna take me a little bit to kind of get my handle on this. Now I've dropped it. It's gonna be a little bit wobbly. Apologies for if I inevitably fuck up a little bit. Let's put that away. How can I pick that up? Pick up nearby. Hold G. There we go. What I was hoping to do is I was gonna see if I could load bullets into the magazine. Maybe you can't. Maybe you can't. Hold the use button when the unfired round goes flying. Oh, that's kind of cool to pick up the unused round. But why would I want the unused round? Oh, wait, I'm a dumbass. I know what you mean. Yeah, when you pull the slide back. Yeah, that's what you mean. So maybe there's a sprint, so... Oh, you're right, yeah. It's like a little bit of a hustle. Yeah, you can like hustle a little bit, but not a full-ass sprint necessarily. Yeah. What's up, Whale? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, classic gameplay is like being like, oh god, what button did I just press? What the hell is this? Yeah, because I'm looking on the right-hand side. Fire weapon, pick up nearby stuff, blah, blah, blah. Nothing about load individual bullets, because I think I've got some extra bullets. Unless the idea is maybe I'm like, we found some extra bullets earlier, but I don't see it in the top left anymore. Maybe the idea is we actually put it into an extra magazine, and maybe we're just keeping that like on our belt at all times. So yeah, it's E to unload, and you drop it again. It's weird how E is to drop. That's a little bit odd to me. And so then how do I load it back in? Insert magazine is Z. Okay. What I was hoping to do is to see how many bullets I have left now that I've fired my gun a couple times. I guess the idea is 2 or 3, I guess. So you can see like the little squares or the little diamonds there. How does that compare to this one? Okay, we've got more in that one. So maybe then I should use this one a little bit more then. We'll probably do it that way. Just use that until it's empty. Alright, so this is just how we gotta do it, just to kind of get our sea legs here. It's gonna be a little bit wobbly. Also, I'm gonna go towards a blinking light just because it is calling me. Yeah, my understanding is that this is a one-shot and you're dead kind of game. And that, yeah, it was made fairly quickly. It's part of a game jam. And it's pretty impressive. I mean, mechanically speaking, it's very robust. So the idea that someone just kind of pooped this game out as like a quick challenge is pretty darn impressive. Also, I'm pretty sure this is where we came from, so never mind, I'm not going to go that way. Saw the blinking red light and I got excited. So that probably wouldn't be it. It's a little bit finicky, but yeah, once you get the hang of it, yeah. I figured that's just how a game like this goes. It's not meant to be a pick up and play, and it's easy. It's supposed to grind a little bit. Or maybe not grind, but it's supposed to chew on it a little bit to really get the swing of it. And that is perfectly acceptable. I am very much here for it. You can insert bullets into the bag, yeah. Also, I need to be doing a better job of watching on the ground, because I think we'll sometimes find extra bullets lying around. So I need to be, like, looking around every so often for extra bullets just kind of lying around. And when that happens... Oh, here we go. Let's see if I can stealth. When that happens, yeah, I'll see if there's, like, a nifty way. Here we go. Oh, we got lots of friends. Tape as well. Alright, so I've got, yeah, I think I've got a bunch of bullets, so it doesn't always...
Your provided firearm operation manual ready for
the tape, right?
To this tape. The 1911 A1 is an automatic loading pistol with an 8-round capacity magazine. The weapon can be discharged using the trigger marked LMB in your manual. All firearms are extremely dangerous. Engage the safety, see figure V, and holster it in the tilde fashion for your protection. Figure E shows the correct procedure for ejecting the magazine, also shown as the technique for dropping the magazine for a faster reload. Z shows how to handle various aspects of reloading. When the weapon is loaded, a round can be chambered by the slide marked R. The hammer marked F in the diagram can be cocked manually. Correct aiming can be executed in two ways. Image RMB shows the primary
guess I got one more.
method, while image Q shows an alternate method that may work better for some people. Extra magazines can be stored in your harness. The pockets are shown labeled 1 through 10. Finally, diagram G shows the correct procedure for retrieving items from the ground while armed.
Yes.
While this is the standard for operation, keep in mind
okay, now I'm out. All right.
may fit some individuals better. In the trying times ahead, efficient gun use will be critical. Memorizing this information may save your life.
Okay. So that's all fine and dandy. What I'm still unsure about is how do I insert bullets? Because there's nothing in the top right that tells me how to insert bullets. Maybe the help isn't always all-encompassing. Yeah, it sounds because Physics Cat confirms there is a way to do it. I think you're right. I remember seeing in the trailer and like some gameplay for this game. This is not a fully blind experience. I remember seeing gameplay for this game like 10 plus years ago when this first came out. Z to insert round. Okay. And I got to, let's see, release the lock. Back. So if I eject. Right. Insert magazine, tap Z. Wait, isn't that what it said? Is how you insert bullets? Insert rounds? Z? No, Z is how you... Huh. Hold on. Yeah, magazine, insert round. Remove round is R. Got a holster. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Physics Cat. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Oh, shit. Don't... Yeah, then eavesdrop. So load it up. And then holster. Oh. You look up holster. Is... Oh, a nice... tilde. Can I make it H? Is H used for anything else? Do not think it is. I think we're in the clear. Confirm. It's a holster. And then... Oh, but I was supposed to eject the magazine. That's okay, I'll use this one. Here we go, insert, hey. Load it up. So I've got everything I can muster in there. There we go, there we go. Good shit, thank you, Physics Cat. I'm learning. Aren't you proud of me? Good to see you as well, Woo. Have I heard of Glock leg? I have not, actually. I have not. No, I understand that the gun we're using is like the standard Glock model that we all know and love. I'll go ahead and put that there and load this. And this one has, yeah, a handful of bullets. Oh, fucking hell. A handful of bullets. E to eject, but then E not to reinsert throws me off. E to drop is very strange. We killed a bunch of baddies, which is cool. I don't know if we have to kill them. Maybe we could have stealthed. Like the drones that were in that previous room, the ones that were rooted to the ground, we were able to just kind of crouch through those guys. That was pretty easy. Look at this very normal architecture, by the way. Yeah, I probably don't want to go there. It's probably not worth it. Because that guy's, like, positioned in such a way, like... What if I crouch? So, if you, like, kind of wait and time it, you could probably get his ass, but I don't know if it's worth it. Let's just keep going this way. No need to endanger ourselves more than necessary. Yeah, Glock leg. Curious. The video... Oh, is that the one about the rivalry? The sports rivalry you were telling me about, Whale? Because I'll confess, I did not get a chance to follow up on that. But, I do have the URL in my history, though, so I can go back and get caught up. Oh, here we go. Got some more. All right, so there's kind of like a sheen. They kind of glow a little bit, so I don't have to be staring at the ground the whole time, because I was worried that I'd be missing those. So that's nice. Got a little bit more over here as well. Scrounging for little pebbles, you know, scrounging for morsels. Morsels for shooting the bad guys. I'm a little bit nervous about other beeps of death, like you guys were saying earlier. By the way, I saw that, I think Silverant was the one that said that, yeah, this game was kind of made during, like, Wolfire's heyday. Wolfire is a really cool indie dev that I've been following for a while. This is where I came from, isn't it? It's like a different angle. A different angle from where I came from. So we were in this, a similar room earlier, I think. There were bullets here I did not pick up. But anyway, yeah, Wolfire is an indie dev I've been following for a long time. I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit for the sound effects. Yeah, I've been following them for quite some time because I liked that, one of their first games, Lugaru, I think is what it's called. The rabbit combat game. Kind of jank by today's standards, honestly, but you know me, I love me some jank. It's never stopped me in the past, it's not about to. Do those guys shoot? I think they... Oh, well, maybe. I'm just gonna not let them. You're dead? Yeah, you're dead. Sometimes it's hard to tell, like, when they're lying on the ground like that, are they dead? Oh, he's dead. Or he's not dead. I'm dead. They zap you with melee. That's how that works. We have a different weapon this time. It's a, and no flashlight. I don't think. This is, so the Glock, what was it in Counter-Strike 1.6? The Glock was, I think, the terrorist starting loadout. And is this the USP? I think that's the, that was the counter-terrorist team starting loadout. I've got, a handful of bullets in this one, so that one's looking pretty good. Oh, I need this. I need the help here. And then it's Z to load it back in. That one's got, like, a few bullets, and this one is, I think, empty. So I got a couple magazines, couple mags. Yeah, no flashlight, which is a bummer. But no, I like that first... I don't know if it was their first game, but it was one of their earlier Steam games. I think I got it in one of the earliest Humble Bundle games ever. And I think that was kind of what allowed Wolfire to... I'm not going to say get on the map, so to speak, because, like, you know, it's an indie studio. It's hard to really say an indie studio, you know, is like really gets on the map in like the, you know, the big break, obviously. But it was, for a lot of us, that's kind of how we first learned about their various projects, was their early adoption of the... Oh, can I go in here? Yeah. of the Humble Bundle projects and stuff like that. And yeah, that was how I got Lugaru HD and learned about their Overgrowth project, which looked really cool, which I never did go back to play, unfortunately. I remember checking out some of the demos. I remember following their YouTube channel where they would post like weekly updates for some really cool functions and or functionality they were including into the game. It looked really spectacular back then. I've heard the game is quite good, but like I remember it was so exciting just following their development progress. The idea of keeping so close to an indie developer as they're working on their games for those weekly updates was a very novel concept back in like 2012, 2011 or so. So I thought I saw like a purple orb in the distance. I was wondering if that was like a sign of bad guys that way. But anyway, yeah, it was like a really exciting time, and I don't know what they've been up to in more recent years. I know they made Receiver 2, came out 4 years ago. I think it was in early... There we go, yeah, I saw that. I think it was in early access for a while. But yeah, Receiver 2 came out 4 years ago, 2020. And I don't really know what else they've been up to in more recent years. But knowing them, they're probably, you know, still active with some kind of projects. But of course, still an indie studio, so I don't expect that the budgets are huge, but... Oh. I guess I would flying close. Wish I could lean. Yeah, more fun if you haven't heard about Glock leg. Oh, hold on. Oh, I need to shoot. Pull back hammer. Fucked. I was like, wait, is there a safety on? What the hell? So you have to pull back the hammer, I guess, after you reload for the first time. And then it's... is it E? Yeah, to check. And Z, cool. I thought there was... oh, there is a safety. Yeah, V. V to toggle the safety. Okay. Interesting. Just more about what happened with the... Gotcha. Just more about the backstory for the... Yeah, what Whale was telling us about. I found out later. Yeah, I have no idea what Glock leg means. Yeah, Lugaru was cool. Overgrowth, nice. Yeah, I remember I beat Lugaru. It was and that might be like a fun game to revisit at some point, just to see how it holds up, see how much I remember, if any. No, I really liked that game. I remember the story was like strangely tragic. It doesn't look like much when you see the game. Obviously, the dated graphics, you know, and like slightly clunky and kind of jank. Gameplay, and that's not to say that it's bad, obviously, but you know, it's dated. It's as to be expected. But yeah, I remember the story is like shockingly tragic. It's like lots of like bad and horrible things happen to the protagonist, which is really sad. But you know, of course, you can exact vengeance. You know, after you beat the game, you know, your character regains purpose. And I always wanted to just circle back and check out Overgrowth. I'm glad to hear that, yeah, the game is indeed quite good. That's been on my list for quite some time. I think I even got that game in a Humble Bundle, so it's not like I don't have the means to try it out, obviously. But now that'd be kind of fun just to see how it holds up and how, just like with the combat system. I remember like the jump attack. And you're here suddenly? He was like, it seemed like he was further away. Maybe it was another dude. Maybe what I saw further away was just a coincidence. E. Looks like I am down to maybe one bullet. Can I remove the bullets from the magazine? Here, let's holster. Insert bullet. No, but I can just go ahead and load it up. I might as well. Load me up, Big Daddy, is what they say. Draw weapon. Boop. And then zippy zap. There we go. We're learning. I wonder if I can find a flashlight. Obviously, we didn't start with one, but maybe I can find one in the wild somewhere. Or even if you could find other guns. A gun just kind of lying around, that'd be nifty. Not gonna get my hopes up. Not pick that one up, though. That's just a casing. A spent casing. It was the first game to get purchased. That's awesome, Silverant. Yeah, I remember in Lugaru, there was like a really cool jump attack that was kind of hard to pull off, but once you got the hang of it, it was kind of overpowered, and you almost kind of had to use that jump attack, that like flying kick attack, to win against some of the higher order bad guys like later in the game. Wouldn't it be shitty if he wasn't actually dead and he was just stunned, but he got stuck? And it lured me into a false sense of security. I could try to shoot at him now, but I don't know if I trust my aiming skills quite to that degree, so I'm gonna assume that I can stealth past him. I guessed incorrectly. Seems like they're very attentive. Very attentive. It seems like once you hear the beep, that means you've been spotted, so, like, gotta get good. Gotta get good and not get dead. But yeah, it's a sad tale, though, Will. Yeah, this story with the Browns. Well, they very much got screwed over, which is, yeah, really a shame. It is really unfortunate, just kind of how that whole thing shook out. Got some more bullets for my trouble, and that is... I was thinking maybe there'd be, like, another cool path up here. I could try to, like, parkour my way down. This is not a parkour game, I don't think. I probably would get completely murdered, so I'm gonna avoid embarrassing myself. Also, no guardrails. This is not OSHA compliant. Game is literally unplayable. 0 out of 10. I retract every nice thing I said about this game. Not OSHA compliant, therefore, this game will never be forklift certified. Also, I see the little lighting to give away some bullets. Oh, and flashlight. Yes, 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 yes. Now I got the goods. That makes me happy. The modding scene for this game is awesome. That's fantastic, because, yeah, my understanding is for the first game at least, it is just pistols. Smaller sidearms, which is fine. Doesn't need to be anything fancy. But yeah, I've heard that... You know, they try to keep it fairly simple for the first game. I have no idea about the second one, obviously. Music's getting funky. I turned down the music just a smidge. Smidge. Did I turn it down? What? What? I guess it's not music? Is it sound? No, it's not sound. What? I'll still turn it down. Maybe it... Hold on, is there like an OK button? A yes? Whatever, man. Whatever. It's okay. It's an indie game. It can be excused. Sometimes they have a lot of health, sometimes. Sometimes they have a lot of health. Good lord. Gun mechanics in Helldivers 2. Yeah. Yet to play it, but from what I've watched of others, it does look really cool. Yeah, Silver remembers, yeah, the wolves, in particular, the wolves, you kind of had to cheese. Maybe not cheese. Oh, we have a 6-shooter now. Maybe not cheese, but yeah, you needed to use that jump attack, that flying kick attack, to stand a chance, because they were just too fast otherwise. Alright, so now we have something completely different. So, let's see. Open cylinder. Okay, I've got... Oh, here we go. So, yeah, true enough, a 6-shooter. Let's pop some bullets in. Alright, 6, very good. Close cylinder. Zoop. You can pull back the hammer. That's old school. There we go. So now we got the hair trigger. Although I should probably only do that, realistically speaking. Oh, also in the bedroom. Should probably only pull back the hammer when you know, are about to shoot something. Don't just have the hammer pulled back and be walking around all chill. Because you could easily accidentally shoot yourself in the foot or some shit. No flashlight. Is there a flashlight in the bathtub? What about the toilet? Also, this extremely high, raised up toilet. Maybe we're just very short. I assume we're just short. Or this is an apartment for giants. I have to arch my arms to reach the sink. And arch my penis to reach the toilet. Discards a whole ammo in the magazine. Right. Ammo management, you have to be very manual with it, yeah. Bad guys have individual components. Nice. Good to know, Physics Cat. Thank you. Good intel. It's not health. It is you just have to, like, damage their components. Frame can only take you so far in life.
Please have your provided firearm operation manual ready for reference while listening to this tape. The 1911 A1 is an automatic loading pistol with an 8-round
I appreciate the intel.
magazine.
Physics Cat, it's very helpful.
The weapon can be discharged using the trigger marked LMB in your manual. All firearms are extremely dangerous. Engage the safety, see figure V, and holster it in the tilde fashion for your protection. Figure E shows the correct procedure for ejecting the magazine, also shown as
magazine. What's that? This is a 6-shooter, baby.
For a faster reload.
Magazine.
Z
This
shows
ain't no
how to handle various
magazine.
aspects of reloading. When the weapon is loaded, a round can be chambered by the slide marked R. The hammer marked F in the diagram can be cocked manually. Correct aiming can be executed in two ways. Image RMB shows the primary method, while image Q shows an alternate method that may work better for some people. Extra magazines can be stored in your harness. The pockets are shown labeled 1 through 10. Finally, diagram G shows the correct procedure for retrieving items from the ground while armed. While this is the standard for operation, keep in mind that alternate schemes may fit some individuals better. In the trying times ahead, efficient gun use will be critical. Memorizing this information may save your life.
Whatever's going on in there is scary. Also, I respect the fact that in this game, you have to, like, unlock the tutorials with these tapes that you find. Some games, they just give you the tutorial for free. Now, you gotta struggle through that shit. You gotta struggle through that shit to understand, to unlock the tutorial motherfucker. You don't just get a free tutorial. You gotta earn that shit. You have to prove yourself so that way by the time you hear the tutorial, it's useless to you. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, fuck. Like, I was listening for the beat. Maybe I talked over it. Maybe I was being too much of a dingus. All right. Boop. The slide lock. Yes, I don't want to hold. Oh, all right. That works too. That works too. Okay. And then what I have loaded in right now is E. Okay. And then pop it back in. And I have E. Hello. There we go. And holster. I'll go ahead and load it up. I'm not sure why you wouldn't want to just kind of load up the magazine from the get-go, like at the very start. Unless the idea is that you... like, maybe you could find other magazines that have, like, a different kind of ammo, but I don't think there's different ammo types in this game. I don't think it's, like, developed to that point. Again, this game was a game jam game. A 7-day game jam project kind of thing, so... you know, they had to keep it relatively chill. If I ever play some Helldivers 2, that would be a lot of fun, Whale. You know, I did love that first game a lot. And, you know, everybody and their mother has played Helldivers 2 to some degree, so... you know, I do have that FOMO to a small degree, having not played it myself. Of course, I know it's on sale right now, so maybe someday it would be nice to pick up and experience for myself, and having some friends to play with would be a lot of fun. Flashlight? Yes, and a tape.
If you are listening to this tape, it means you have survived the mind kill. Previous attempts to listen to this tape would have found it blank, but now it contains immediate instructions of your difficult path.
Let's learn.
This is the time that we have.
It's a game I really ought to play. I think I would really enjoy it.
To find your firearm.
And one gun. I think you're right. I think the one that's on Steam has been refined and has added stuff mixed in for good measure.
In order to survive the mind kill.
So yeah, what I'm playing right now probably has had additional game time.
Take a moment to confirm that the firearm you have been.
I assume that the idea of managing magazines is more for like convenience and like trying to go fast.
With headphones and 2 AA batteries.
Oh,
once you have checked your equipment, leave the safe cell. Keep moving.
Like if you gotta like pop, you know, you're shooting a lot, then you quickly switch to another magazine versus like ducking down, holster, take out the mag, insert the bullets, put it back in. Like it's probably just the idea of like just changing them out quickly. That's probably why there's kind of this incentive to have a couple magazines and manage them individually. All right, back in the Glock. I'm not sure if there's much difference between just releasing the slide lock. Why would you ever want to initiate the slide lock? Unless the idea is that's what you do when the gun is empty, when the mag is empty. Let's go ahead and load it up. Okay. And then holster, put it back in. No flashlight yet. And the audio a little bit up on my end. I keep getting jump scared by sudden bad guys. I heard like the zip, like the of the bad guy, but I didn't see where he was until it was too late. Until it was too late for Alex. That's me. That's my name. Keeping an eye out for bundles of ammo and flashlights and tapes. The I've noticed that it says like tapes absorbed in the top right, 0 tapes out of 11 absorbed. Obviously the tapes that you find are going to be specific to that run, I suppose. It's actually kind of cool. Oh, I have to... Out already? Really? Hold on. Thought I just loaded up a magazine. Oh, I didn't actually load it up, did I? Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so... It was this one. No, it was not that one. Hold on. Did I just put up... Oh, did I drop the magazine? Yeah, maybe I dropped it. Well, that's embarrassing. That's exactly what I did. I pressed G. Oh, it's Z. Okay, let me backtrack a little bit then. It's weird because I saw the magazine go down. I was like, oh, that means my guy went down and popped it in. That's embarrassing. Here it is. Yep. See, that was all my bullets, man. So you press that one to holster, or not holster, but to... There we go. The... Nah... Wait, are we good now? Yes. Okay, now we're good. That was almost embarrassing. It was back this way. But yeah, it's the idea of the tapes. I'm guessing getting all the tapes is how you beat the game. Oh, still not shoot. Uh-oh. There we go. Did I fix that? It was just to pull back the slide, right? Yeah, I guess all it was. I'm gonna be looking more closer right now, like from this point forward, to make sure that, sure enough, I do reinsert the magazine properly and I'm not being a complete dingus. Just a partial dingus. Whoop. Gonna try to maybe get a better shot. He has a view on my legs before I have a view on his, like, innards. So shooting from above is not wise. This is a rare case where, I mean, the high ground is not always best, Anakin. I have means to go that way. Be very careful about how I approach. Anything else I can find lurking around here? No flashlight still. What about a flashlight? One can only hope. Oh, but yeah, anyway, just, yeah, the idea of those tapes. Yeah, I'm guessing that you have to, you find all 11 to beat the game, I'm guessing. And that the tapes you absorb, weird how it says absorbed instead of collected, but the tapes you absorbed are specific to that run. And that it resets when you die. I assume that's how it all goes. Oh. Okay, that chirp probably means it's given up. Is he dead? He is deceptively dead. He's dead, but he's like pointing right at me, so it's like, that's a little scary. He's dead in a way that is very scary. It's a very misleading death. I've got a decent bit still. Something down there. Unless it was this guy that was chirping. Heard something shatter. Yeah, he did. Generally speaking, in a game like this, I feel like I'm incentivized to not just kill everything I see. But it does seem like stealthing is going to be tricky. Like, these guys in particular are pretty darn perceptive. So it seems like if I see them, to fucking delete their asses. See, I think I'm hitting him. Let's go ahead and load this one up. Holster. I got a few other mags with various levels of bullets. That's the downside, though, of, like, going on everything that I see. It's the chance that I might overextend. At which point I probably shouldn't be investigating that area to begin with if I'm spreading myself too thin anyway. Empty ass apartment, by the way. What the hell, man? The guest room that never got utilized. Oh, fuck. You know what? Since I was investing into exploring this way by killing those bad guys, I'm gonna, like, properly explore this area. Now that I know that there's some sweet spots to instantly kill these bad guys, I'm gonna, like, aim with more intent to hitting their motors and the whirligigs, you know, the spinny boys, and not just shooting vaguely in their general direction. A lean button would be nice, since this game is, like, very slow-paced and tactical. But that's a lot to ask, given that there's already quite a bit added into this game. Clunk. We did. There's a lot of dudes in this room, my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe a fifth one up top. That fell off. And I don't mean, like, content-wise, but I mean that probably too. Something to the right here that I missed. Not that I missed, but that I saw. Flashlight! And lots of bullets.
Your crude world is not the true reality. Your physical body here is the shadow cast by your transcendent mind.
That's a little scary.
We call this higher plane Reality A. In your world of shadows, Reality B. If you are receiving this message in a fictional context, you are at an even deeper level, one that
you said the word.
Reach.
Title drop.
Because your body is a shadow of your mind, when your mind dies, your body will vanish. In the normal order of your world, death is merely a transition in which your mind is set free. But for victims of the coming mind kill, there is only oblivion.
The mind kill, right? That's the bad guy. That's like the force that's like powering these fellas, right? Whoops. The robots. It's like the mind kill virus or hive mind or some shit. A little bit of super hot. Well, it does have kind of that low poly vibe. And it's not like an insult, it's just, you know, that's just like the aesthetic, and also very much an indie game project, obviously. No, I did not. Say I shot like whatever that like little brown piece. So I figured that was probably gonna do it. My original idea was like, yeah, I'm going to just keep like a big full magazine on deck, like for when things get rough. And I'm gonna like just kind of live off of using the smaller mags for a bit. But I'm already to the point where it's like, oh shit. I'm already getting to the point where it's like, nope, we need this thing now. So I'm going through bullets like it's no one's business. Sometimes it's because I'm missing my shot. Well, I'm not missing. Well, probably sometimes. I'm missing sometimes. But I'm like landing non-critical hits in the frames, that kind of shit, and not confirming. I need those confirmation kills. I can get another flashlight. Can I dual-wield flashlights? Put one in my mouth. Unzip my fly. Stick one down there. So much light. To light my path. So many illuminating possibilities. I was about to say, it's kind of nice being in a hallway like this because then I can funnel them. But that's if I, you know, confirm to kill. Really? Really, bro? Alright, I'm gonna hide. And then I'm going to go back the slide. Got some bullets. Right, I heard the beep. I wonder if they are smart enough. Oh, you. Bro, I just spawned, really? Spawn camping, really, bro? In 2024, the year of our Lord? I wonder if they're smart enough to detect flashlights. Be impressive if they did. Also, no extra mags. No extra mags this time. Boop. So yeah, pull back the slide. No, just release the trigger. Or release the lock. It's like I have like a bullet. So I gotta be real. Yeah, actually no, I got a few extras. There we go. Fuck. And then load it up. There we go. So I gotta be a little bit pernicious. Is that a word? I have to be a little bit careful. And resourceful. So I get some more bullets. And maybe even an extra mag or two wouldn't be the worst thing. The whole wide world. The mind kill. I'm impressed you know this game, Silver, but I suspect you probably discovered this game through the same pipeline I did, where you probably got into Lugaru either as like just a cool little indie game that you found, or through the Humble Bundle. Lugaru HD on Humble Bundle. And then you were like, wow, this game is pretty cool. Let me see what else this developer is working on. Maybe check out the YouTube channel. Saw that they'd released this game as like a game jam project. Discovered Overgrowth, and that was kind of like the pipeline to the pipeline to discovering their projects. Because again, you know, back in those days, this would have been like circa. It was the year I graduated college. That was like the first Humble Bundle. No, thank you. Or dude there. You know what? I'm not gonna stick around to find out. I'm just gonna leave. I was thinking maybe there would have been something else on the other side, but I ain't sticking around to find out. But no, I'm pretty sure it was the year I graduated college. Pretty sure it was 2011. That was like the first Humble Bundle. And it was like this really cool concept. The idea of... Oh, and also had a really fun trailer. Do you remember that shit? It had a really fun trailer that rhymed. Like a rhyming trailer that was like... Had like a fun little kind of hip-hop beat to it, which was fun. It had Braid. Motherfucking Braid. Had Cosmos. Had... I want to say... Aquaria? Had Aquaria. I think it had... God, there's a couple others that I'm sure I'm missing. I want to say... Not Beholder. I can't remember what it's called. It had a couple of other, like, really cool indie games on it. And it was this cool concept. The idea of, yeah, you pay, like, a small fee. It might have even been pay anything you want for the whole bundle. This is before IGN bought it, of course. Because I think IGN owns Humble Bundle now. Now they're a little bit more... slightly limited, at least. Slightly. Unlike, you know, how much you have to put down before you get certain games in Humble Bundles. But it's still a nice service, you know, even if it's not as good as it used to be. Glad that we still have Humble Bundle in some capacity. I'm gonna see if I can stealth. It was a pretty cool concept. Oh, fuck, there's a turn right there. Goddamn. It's a pretty cool concept. And the fact that, like, you could determine how much of what you put down, how much money you put down goes directly to the developers, how much went towards Humble Bundle as a as a service, how much went to charity because they're raising money for charity as well, which is nice.
Body here is the shadow cast
it was a
by
cool
your
concept.
transcendent mind.
It's a great way to get a taste test of great indie
plane,
games.
Reality A.
So it's pretty nice.
And
World of Goo, there we go.
shadows,
Thank you.
Reality B. If you are receiving this message in a fictional context, you are at an even deeper level, one that we cannot reach. Because your body is a shadow of your mind, when your mind dies, your body will vanish. In the normal order of your world, death is merely a transition in which your mind is set free. But for victims of the coming mind kill, there is only oblivion.
There we go. Holster. I guess the idea, the reason why you can't load bullets into a magazine while you've got your gun out is the idea is you're putting it in the holster so you can use your second hand to load the bullets into the mag. That makes more sense. Because it's not like you can, like... I guess the implication in my mind is I was like, I had my gun like this and I was doing like a kind of an awkward kind of deal. But yeah, what if you awkwardly move... You're holding the gun with... I mean, hopefully you've got good finger discipline. Trigger discipline. My wife knows I've got good finger discipline. Haha. But anyway, hopefully you've got good trigger discipline. But yeah, the idea if you're holding a gun like that and you're trying to awkwardly load individual bullets into a magazine, what if your hand slips and you fucking murk yourself, you know, through the chin or some shit, right? So the idea is you put in the holster so you can use your second hand. I hadn't really thought about that concept of it, but that goes to show the level of consideration, like the level of detail in this game is pretty remarkable. As a small game jam project, the idea that, you know, the developer has considered so many small little details is pretty impressive. Yeah, World of Goo. Aquaria was a fun game. I actually played through Aquaria for the second time, but for the first time on stream. I want to say 2 or 3 years ago, which was a fun time. A nice little trip down memory lane. Game still holds up. It's still pretty fun. I played it all the way through back when Humble Bundle 1 first dropped, and I loved it. I loved that game. Loved the soundtrack, loved everything about it. And one of the main things, well, I shouldn't say one of the main things, one of the main reasons I think why the game is so good. Oh, fuck. There we go. Forgot to check the slide. Is that Derek Yu worked on it. Derek Yu, of course, of Spelunky fame. Spelunky, one of my favorite indie games ever. And yes, of course, Spelunky 2 is even better. And the Xbox 360 Steam version of Spelunky is great. But I'm talking like original OG Spelunky. That shit was fire. And I love that game. I mean, all Spelunkys are great. I never did play Spelunker. I never did play, you know, the thing that inspired all of it from the get-go. But, yeah, the freeware original 2008, 2009 Spelunky, I fucking love that shit. Right, so do I have any others? I do not. I have, like, maybe 4, maybe 5 bullets. Not much. So I gotta be on the lookout for more. No extra mags, either. Got enough to comfortably drop another few fellas, if need be, so keep our eyes peeled. Yeah, Derek Yu is like the fucking man when it comes to... Oh, fuck. When it comes to really cool indie projects like that. I don't think he was like the main developer behind Aquaria, but I think he was just kind of like a an assisted kind of role. I'm not sure who the main developer was for Aquaria, at least. Not... Actually, hold on. I think it's pretty empty, actually. They're all pretty empty. It's a little bit hard to tell, but I think that's the point. You're not supposed to be able to, like, easily tell. Is the way where I can empty a magazine. You can insert, you can put... I guess the idea is you can pop it in and then pull back the slide. So... Wait, there were that many bullets? It looked like it was super empty. There were that many bullets in that one magazine? Damn. Maybe I was misunderstanding, because... Maybe they aren't. Regardless, though... Oh, there we go. I'm a little bit concerned that there's not a bullet in the top. Oh, wait, it's because I need to do this. I emptied it, but I didn't actually pop it in. Holster. There we go. Oh, shit. Fuck. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Fucking hell. Holster. And then... There we go. Yeah, I thought... Oh, you know what? I can kind of see the difference, actually. Yeah, I can see it now. Trying to note the difference between... Yeah, that one's... Actually, I've got a lot of bullets then. Because that one's almost entirely full. Wow. Okay, I'm trying to, like... download the visual difference here. So I'm able to note that for future reference. Okay. We got a tape right from the get-go. That's kind of nice. Whoop. Fuck. Fucking hell. Jesus. I'm fucking butterfingers over here.
Have your provided firearm operation manual ready for reference while listening to this tape. The 1911 A1 is an automatic loading pistol with an 8-round capacity magazine. The weapon can be discharged using the trigger marked LMB in your manual. All firearms are extremely dangerous. Engage the safety, see Figure V, and holster it in the tilde fashion for your protection. Figure E shows the correct procedure for ejecting the magazine.
Oh, that's not another tape.
Also shown as
Flashlight.
the technique for dropping the magazine for a faster reload. Z shows how to handle various aspects of reloading. When the weapon is loaded, a round can be chambered by the slide marked R. The hammer marked F in the diagram can be cocked manually. Correct aiming can be executed in 2 ways. Image RMB shows the primary method, while Image Q shows an alternate method that may work better for some people. Extra magazines can be stored in your harness. The pockets are shown labeled 1 through 10. Finally, Diagram G shows the correct procedure for retrieving items from the ground while armed. While this is the standard for operation, keep in mind that alternate schemes may fit some individuals better. In the trying times ahead, efficient gun use will be critical. Memorizing this information may save your life.
Trying times ahead. Kubos! What's up, buddy? It's good to see you, bud. Purple button, he says. What's this thing, dude? Thank you, Kubos. That's very sweet of you, bud. 54 months. That is extraordinary. It's good to see you, buddy. Kubos, what games you been playing lately, bud? I press this button. I pressed the boop button. 54 months. That's amazing. Thank you, bud. Very, very sweet of you. Want to play this game blind? The nice thing about this game is that it is a procedurally generated game. So, the good news is that every attempt at this game is blind. The layout is always proc-gened, procedurally generated. See if I can turn the flashlight off and see if that makes me stealthy. And maybe even crouch. Come up, Shana. Come on. Let's stick him up and snuggle. Right, kitty cat? I almost called her shitty cat. Shitty cat. No, she's a good buddy. I'm gonna try to be stealthy. This doesn't really strike me as a game where stealth is a huge focus, but I think maybe it's a good idea to try to maybe avoid confrontations if I can help it. Oh, there's glass here. Oh, I didn't realize there was glass. I was gonna go ahead and pop that guy right then and there, but not quite so easy. Gotta be careful when I'm turning corners, because those turrets, they do have a little flashlight that indicates like their aiming cone. It's easy to get got. In this room right here. I don't know if we really have much reason to go that way, so maybe I'll just go this way. Good to see you there, bud. Satisfactory. That's awesome, man. Android. Oh yeah, that's right. Your smartphone app, right? Lots of exciting stuff, buddy. The DD vibes. Wait, we talking Dexter's Lab, DD? Pressing buttons and making shit happen? Because I'm always down for Dexter's Lab references. But yeah, the voiceover in the tutorials. Yeah, that's like the main Wolfire person, right? I don't know if it's like an individual person that does everything. I think I get the impression they're the developer, like the, you know, coding and software. I don't know if they also do arts and music, but I figure they are like the main Wolfire person. And also they worked on, oh, that's cool, they did the artwork. That's kind of nice. Well, actually, maybe if they're able to do art, promotional art, they probably did do art for their games as well, which is pretty sweet. See, I understand it is very much primarily a I mean, obviously it's an indie game project. Oh, outfit. Whip, whip. Shayna, you were not helping. God damn it. I'm like, I got this cat who's like rubbing her arm on my rubbing her head on my elbow. I'm like, oh, I can't land my shots. I can't blame it on her because I mean, I was kind of bumbling all over the place, but it's like, Shayna, you're not helping. What the hell? Yes, if I'm like trying to do something and my arm goes like, suddenly it's because I got this cat who's like using her little forehead to like bump my elbow. And she loves me so much. No, that is really cool though. Is he? I think you're right. I think Derek, you worked on UFO 50. Same kind of thing there. I don't know if he was like the only dev, but yeah, I know that was his most recent project for sure. But yeah, Satisfactory and Android development. That's a good like combo for sure, I think. Yeah, from Dexter's Lab. Yeah. That's the only DD that I can think of. Actually, that's not true. There's also, I think one of her names was DD. The blonde hair lady in It's Always Sunny. I think her name is Deandra, but they all call her DD for short. One move. I got this kitty cat who's rubbing her head on my arm. She's so sweet. She's a little buddy. Because she loves me so much. Or she's trying to fucking sabotage me. She's like, I'm gonna get his ass. Maybe she's like, I'm gonna fucking ruin this man's entire career. His entire receiver career before it can take off. Trying to fucking get in the way of progress here. It's like, come on, Shannon. Don't be busting my chops over here. Busting my balls over here. Yeah, they call her D. I think you're right. I think DD is not quite true to form. Whoop. There's like it's kind of like in Half-Life. and just source games, gold source and otherwise, where if you crouch jump at a certain angle, you can like jump over stuff in a certain way. You can make certain jumps a little bit cleaner. Not always guaranteed though. Grab those guys. How we doing? Looks like it's pretty empty. I think both these are pretty empty. Go and load this one up. Yeah, with these magazines, it's a little bit more clear. Whoops. When they're low on bullets versus the other one, versus the Glock. The Glock can store way more bullets. The magazine capacity is pretty extraordinary. Oh, Aubrey was the artist. Oh, okay, gotcha. Not the main developer person. King DDD. That's another good one. That's another good DD character for sure. I'm gonna hit you with a fucking 2004 throwback. Like 2004, 2003. Y'all remember... Oh, wait. Hold on. What's his name? Oh, shit. I was about to say, y'all remember stand-up comedian's name? Who's like, da-da-da thing was like his main thing, and we all thought that was fucking incredible. In like, you know, 2003, 2004, we thought it was the funniest thing. And then looking back, it was like, ooh, that like kind of feels not great because it's making fun of... It's, you know, very much like kind of making fun of differently abled individuals, those with different, you know, mental capabilities, learning disabilities, that kind of thing. Carlos Mencia, that's the guy, yeah. Carlos Mencia. Man, I remember when I had first learned that, yeah, the villain, the main penguin villain in Kirby, that his name was DDD, King DDD, and I was like, man, that's like a weird... That's a weird name, but then I thought about, yeah, somehow there was like this ridiculous tie-in with Carlos Mencia that one of my friends made reference to, and it never left my head. Carlos Mencia, yeah, he was like everywhere. He was, when it comes to like stand-up comedians and Comedy Central and that just kind of general look and feel, I feel like he was inescapable, for better or for worse. And I mean, I'll be the first to admit, I watched his specials. I thought that like original special that he did on Comedy Central, the one that kind of first introduced us to his work, I thought he was kind of a funny guy. But apparently there was like some kind of snafu that occurred some time ago where he was like accused by a lot of people of like stealing material, of stealing and bullet on the sink there, stealing and or I guess reappropriating material and not properly crediting people. And I think that pretty much tanked his career because, I mean, I assume he's still around. I feel like I would have heard if he would have, you know, if he would have croaked or something. But I mean, he's been, you know, things have been real quiet with him for a while now. So I don't know, no idea what he's been up to. Yeah, when it comes to stand-up comedians from that era, he was, like I said, for better or for worse, inescapable. Pull my nose real quick. Yeah, stole a lot of jokes, exactly. Got in a fight with Joe Rogan? Like recently or like a while back? I thought I was gonna get him. There we go. I'll be the first to admit I'm not really a big fan of Joe Rogan, but like I do wonder what the beef was. I get him? Yes, we got him. And I think that one's empty, obviously. This one's also empty. I'll load it up with what I'm able to load it up with. And then it's... That's, we should be good now. Yep. Still two more up top. I'm gonna turn the flashlight off. Whoops. And I'm going to... I'm not gonna holster, but I am going to... whoops. Crouch for a bit. Attempting stealth. I'm not sure if they're able to pick up on flashlight movement, but I'll just assume that being... Oh, that's a good idea. Also, that's a little scary. A little bit spooky. Now we've, I think, already explored part of this area. I remember, like, these big open spaces. Yeah, I think we've already checked out that area. But yeah, this was years ago. It's wild to me that, you know, way back in the day, way back in the day, Joe Rogan was, like, involved in a lot of, like, different kinds of things. I mean, wasn't he originally a comedian? Like a stand-up comedian? Or am I thinking of someone else? But because my original thought was that he was, like, involved either in stand-up comedy. I know he also has had some kind of involvement, I think with, like, UFC or with professional wrestling or something. Some kind of contact sport. Or, you know, combat contact sport of some variety. I'm not exactly sure. But the idea that, yeah, he's now become, like, the podcast dude for, like, you know, dude bros who are 20 years old. Oh my god, that's a lot of turrets. Wow. I mean, I'm not... Shit. I'm not exactly a big fan of him. But I realize, like, some people really like him, so it's like I don't want to, you know, speak too ill of him and incur others' wrath necessarily. Do I have nothing? Here, let me holster this. I got a few things. Whoops. Oh, I already had an extra one. Okay, never mind. So I got some stuff. Grab that. Load that one up. Zoop. And then have that on screen so I can do this. Now where's that? Yeah, supposedly, like, he's, like, the main news source for, like, large swaths of the population. Apparently, like, for dudes in, like, their 20s, he's, like, the fucking man. I didn't notice that. I didn't know this for a long time. I mean, I knew he's got a popular podcast, but, like, you know, name a celebrity that doesn't have a popular podcast. Every celebrity has a popular podcast. But I didn't realize he was, like, the singular source of news for a fairly large demographic of young men. Which is, to me, quite concerning, but, you know, what can I do to stop that, right? It's not exactly, an easy-to-solve problem. Well, I shouldn't say it's... Maybe saying it's a problem is a little bit presumptuous of me, but still. It was definitely surprising, that's for sure. Yeah, but yeah, he got to start in UFC. Yeah. That's interesting. It's interesting that, you know, the life paths, the trajectories some people find themselves in. I don't know why I thought he was in stand-up comedy. I guess I just assumed because, like, you know, he's very much into entertainment and, I guess, news journalism, if you want to call it that. Not the kind of thing that usually is associated with you know, like contact sports necessarily. What's the proper term for, like, UFC? Contact sport, combat sport? I'm not sure what the term is. I feel like the term blood sport is, like, kind of like brutal sounding. Oh Jesus. There we go. So he did do stand-up. Okay, so maybe that was it. Maybe for some reason that, like, stuck out of my mind. I feel like I've seen footage of him, like, on a stage with a microphone, although it's possible that maybe it was, like, a live broadcast of his podcast. I know it's the thing that a lot of podcast folks have done, like, do some kind of tour where they go on stage and that kind of thing, which is cool. Okay, there we go. It's cool when people take that show on the road and they get to meet their fans. I think it's kind of a nice notion. Oh, yeah, you would call it MMA for sure, but I'm just thinking, like, what's the blanket term that I would use to call boxing and UFC and MMA? What I call it, like, yeah, contact sport, or... Yeah, I'd probably just call it martial arts. It's just martial arts sports. Probably, like, the blanket term I would use. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm waiting for the moment I'm shooting at a bad guy, and then I round the corner, and then I pull the trigger and I go, oh shit, I'm out of bullets. Like, I feel like I'm doing a decent job. Whoops. Of, you know, checking my mags and trying to, like, manage things as well as I can. Actually, speak of the devil. Whoop. So this one's empty now. There we go. Go ahead and build this one up as well as I can. Yeah, it's only a matter of time before I round the corner and I go, oh shit, I'm out. I'm out in a very inopportune moment, and I feel like a silly person. And release the lock. Oh, that works too. Alright, so the brown part at the end is not like the weak spot. Think he's dead? Yeah, he's dead. It seems like there's definitely a weak spot that you can kill in a single hit, or if you just shoot enough main stuff, like this main guy. There's definitely like a sweet spot where if you shoot the sweet spot, he goes, it kind of goes flaccid a little bit. And then it's more obvious. In that case, like, he dies, but he's like dying, pointed straight at you. It's like, oh, geez, that's scary. There's no flashlight. That's the giveaway. His UFC commentary sucks. I always assumed, like, you know, people love him. I mean, it must be because he's, like, really charismatic, or he's got, like, yeah, gives good commentary. Well, I guess podcast is different from commentary, obviously, but I assume that's kind of how he got his start. Giving great commentary for UFC matches, but I don't know. Since I've never engaged with his content, I guess I really can't say, obviously. Anyway, we got Master Chief. What's up, buddy? An expert. Oh, that's badass. Like a very well-traveled Receiver 2 player. That's awesome, bud. I'm sure you can tell. This is my first time engaging with the series at all. We're gonna be playing the second game. Oh, am I out completely? I am out completely. Oh, it is time to be... Oh, did I fucking... Oh my god, did I do a rookie mistake? No, I did not. Okay, I was gonna say... Did I do the thing where I dropped my mag like an idiot? No, I did not. I didn't drop my mag like an idiot, but I am completely out of the juice. Dude, there's turrets. Yeah, I ain't fucking with that. Oh, man. I gotta find some bullets, or I gotta get stealthy. I gotta get stealthy and try to get smart, because there's a lot of turrets. Oh, boy. All right, let's go somewhere else. This place is scary. This place is scary and full of scary things that are not nice towards people named Alex. It is very strange. But yeah, anyway, we're playing this game for the first time tonight, really having a nice time with it, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, even though I'm I'm sure playing like a dumbass. I'm not trying to play like a dumbass, but you know, when everyone plays a game like this, they're gonna be a little bit wobbly at first as they learn the ropes, and I'm definitely enjoying as I'm learning. You appreciate the procedural generation. I appreciate how sophisticated this game's systems are, and how much... Whoa, shit, press the wrong button. Oh, am I dead? That was fall damage. I didn't mean to dash. I pressed W too close together, and I fucking launched myself. Just as well. I was gonna get got regardless anyway. I was on the way out.
Our minds have been spied on. The rules of our world...
But, no, this game is fun. Even though I'm getting my ass kicked, I'm having a really good time.
I've made a careful study.
Very much enjoying it.
To your thoughts. The kill drones are the result of this research. When confronting a kill drone, be mindful of their weak points. The main systems that can be damaged are the camera, weapon, motor, and batteries. On a kill drone turret, the batteries and motor are in the body of the weapon. The motor is directly under the turret, and the batteries behind that, near the rear of the body enclosure. Targeting specific weak points will make sure every bullet counts.
Also green. Very green. Yeah, Carlos Messi is from the same country. That's kind of cool, Whale.
Receivers believe the message, but are unable to hear the source themselves.
Damn, all right.
We have developed a mind tech called Clear Tape to aid in your
one.
receiving. Your subconscious mind has been eroded by dangerous, addictive media. To wean you from this addiction, we will trick your mind using its conditioned response
2012.
to your advantage. By
Ahead of their time.
The correct external cues, Clear Tape provides a way to reduce the symptoms of media damage. You have been issued a Clear Tape. Put the tape into your tape deck and press play. At first, it is normal to hear only background static. After several sessions, you may hear a voice.
You may hear a voice. Rossi points out that, yeah, it depends, which makes sense. Yeah, it depends on the guests. Some people come out of their shells, which is something to be said. That is impressive. And it is impressive. Yeah, I think he's, the most popular podcast, I think, ever, basically, which is, you know, like him or not, is a thing to, you know, to appreciate. Yeah, I'm trying to make it sound like I'm, like, trying to be like, yo, if you listen to this guy's podcast, you're a piece of shit. I'm not gonna play that card just because it's an unproductive card for me to play. I think it's like going that combative does nobody any good. Even if I'm not a fan of some of the people he has platformed and what I've, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't get too political pantsy, but in general, it's probably not hard to like determine what I'm not a big fan of. But yeah, I mean the influence is remarkable and it's strange, but a remarkable concept. The idea that yeah, he's like such a oh, hold it. There we go. Oh shit. Oh, what am I doing? Oh fuck. I had forgotten to do something. I don't know what I did wrong. I thought I just had to pull back the hammer. I think I also had to pull the slide back in some way. Back to the Glock now. So now I don't make it sound like I'm trying to be like, ew, gross. His fans are a bunch of idiots and they're stupid doofuses. I'm not gonna pull that card, obviously. And yeah, sounds like Chief is saying that, yeah, a little bit burnt out. $800 on Receiver 2. That's amazing. That is truly amazing. All right, so we got just one bullet there. Oh wait, no, that's what got me last time. That's what got me last time, where I was like, it was unclear to me which one had the. So that one's pretty empty. That one I think is mostly empty. I think that one. Yeah, they all look pretty empty. Oh wait, no, I see it on the left-hand side. The column is full. The column is good. So that one's got some juice. That one's got the goods. So release the lock. So I think this one's good. This one's good to shoot. Shooty pooty. But yeah, apparently there's like a badass mod called Bozo's Torture Chamber Campaign. That sounds murderous. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, look at that. I was still moving, but I bled out. Just keeled over. So that's good to know. If you get got, it's not so obvious. Ooh, back to the 6-shooter. I like it. I kind of like the 6-shooter in its simplicity. Not having to fuck with magazines, but only 6 shoots. Hence why it's a 6-shooter. Only 6 shoots. And I got a flashlight. I didn't get a flashlight last time. I swear I'm not trying to be a dumbass in this game. I'm trying to learn. The meme. I did love that one, Will. That's the thing. Like, it used to be like a fun thing. Like, I never watched or listened to the podcast, but like we had fun memes that came from it. It was so innocent back then. It was great.
To be awake when he's
and then it kind of took on a gravity and a life of its own, and now it's like this institution. It's weird.
Conscious corruption. In this state, he will be able to see realities in their true form and transcend normal human limitations. Although some of the receivers we choose to speak through are advanced in their ability, no human has yet achieved this awakened state. Humans exist in 2 worlds. In reality B, they live and work in their shadow bodies. In reality A, they are asleep, their minds unconcerned and roaming free. But humans have the unrealized potential to exist fully in both realities. It is this reason why humans are threatened. If even one of them achieved an awakened state, they would see beyond the horizon of all known understanding.
When I hear the click of the tape and it goes like, oh shit, was that a bad guy? Wait, $800 though. Yeah, it's like a modded campaign for Receiver 2. I'm guessing it's fucking brutal. If you've been grinding super hard on that campaign and you're losing your goddamn mind, I'm sure it's brutal. And I'm sure it's the base game is not easy, but yeah, the idea of a mod to really test the limits sounds cool, but yeah, it sounds fucking wild and probably exhausting. So I don't blame you one bit for being like, you know what? Maybe I'm feeling a little burnt out. Oh. Okay, he's dead, yeah. He's dead, Jim. I'm gonna have to get used to like pulling the slide back after each shot. I guess you don't have to, but it seems like it really helps. Making the next shot easier, because I think otherwise you have to hold the mouse button to shoot. Got lots of extra bullets, though, which is nice. 2,000 guests. That's again impressive. No matter how you slice it, that is impressive. There's probably somebody who would draw you in, yeah. And I guess that's maybe the appeal, is that he's had so many different kinds of people on the show. Impressive and cool people, and some real terrible pieces of shit. And I guess that's the idea. It's such a wide net. And I guess that's the appeal. You know, the appeal is that, yeah, you know, he's had so many different kinds of people. So, like, the potential audience, you know, is is enormous. And it kind of kind of feeds itself in that sense. You know, it's between word of mouth and just general kind of just market presence. You know, it kind of feeds into itself. The fact that he's, brought in so many high-profile guests, that adds to the, to the kind of overall allure. It's kind of no surprise, obviously. Now let's see which bullets have been spent. Maybe all of them. How many times did I shoot? I probably shot about 6 times. Old V. Is that only the spent ones? No, those were good, actually. Those were okay. Guess now we're empty. Okay, so I only shot 3 times then. Wonder if there's an easy way to tell visually which ones are spent, but maybe just kind of have to figure that shit out. Uh-oh. That's not good. I gotta get good, man. Yeah, I've seen the clips and the memes, yeah. Yeah, Bozo's mod, though, I'm curious. It's super hard, yeah. Base game is already tough. 20 times harder, my god. 6 hours each time, man. The full thing, but no deaths, that's fucking wild. At least I get to try again with the 6-shooter. I do like the 6-shooter, I just gotta get good. Although I think the whole experience with this game is trying in vain to get good. No need to holster, which is kind of cool. I've got a lot of bullets. I can shoot fairly willy-nilly. It's just a matter of landing those shots. That's where they get you. That's what's tricky. The base game becomes too easy after a while. Right, yeah, but like once you, like you said, 800 plus hours, that's amazing. See, I'm sure after a certain point, you start to recognize your pattern recognition kicks in to the point where, yeah, you're probably on overdrive on like the pro strats, knowing what to watch for, even when things are procedurally generated. After a certain point, you become such a fucking god gamer. You need something to, to increase the edge, just make it harder to feel something, Self-imposed challenges, I suppose, are one thing, but yeah, going for next to heart mod does sound very fun.
Physical things. Similarly, there is mind tech, which is used to control the boundless luminescence. Mind tech can be used for good or evil. Threat has been using its mind tech as a weapon against you.
Speedrun as well, Chief? Dude, I gotta watch your shit on Twitch, man. You sound incredible.
Mental weakness.
I would love to watch the master in his element.
Now that you are in a helpless state, they ready a crippling blow. Mind.
I love hearing this stuff, but that's so cool.
But they are
I appreciate you popping in.
Will not work on you. They have another potent weapon.
It's fun hearing from the pros,
Receivers called the Dreaming. They cannot exist fully in this reality.
Crouch jump strat.
They have been watching you and experimenting and have developed this new mind tech. The Dreaming is
the lamp was a bad guy. I got scared.
To yours, and they will use this bridge to send specially conceived of weapons designed to work in your environment. These automatic weapons are designed to kill the few who survive.
So yeah, visually, like trying to tell if I can really tell the difference between spent and unspent. Maybe that's the idea. Maybe that, hold on, was that just the spent ones? No, those were good. Those were good. Oops. Wiggle. Get out of there. Okay. So trying to like wiggle it. Yeah. Maybe that's the idea. Maybe visually you're not supposed to be able to tell the difference. If that's part of the allure. More into Twitch, yeah. And I guess that's where I'm biased. Obviously, I mean, of course I'm biased. I have my, beliefs and my personal values. Like in general, I'm biased. But when it comes to podcasts in general, I'm biased because I've never listened to a podcast. I've watched YouTube videos and I've listened to them in the background. That's kind of like a podcast. And I listen to Twitch streams all the time, where like if I'm doing work stuff and I'm just want some background noise, or if I'm want to support one of my friends and I'm doing something else, but but they're streaming and I want to, maybe see what they're up to. Not good guy. I want to see what they're up to and also, support their endeavors. I'm out. I gotta wiggle it a couple times. I'm not out. Yep. Did I kill him? I think that killed him. Shot him a lot of times. Shot him a lot of times. Ooh, one shot that motherfucker. Okay, where did I shoot him to get the sweet spot? This one was like right on the green. So maybe shooting the green is the goods. Or maybe like that part of the green. This whole time I thought like the brains were in like maybe this brown piece. Or maybe like somewhere closer towards... I guess I don't know. I guess I've just kind of been trying to get good. Trying to get lucky. But I love this stuff though, Master Chief. I love hearing... I love playing a game like this for the first time and getting to hear from people who know a game like this really well. Because it gives me like a whole different vibe. Or a whole different like perspective from a game like this, especially like a fair, like, let's be real, this game is like, well, the second game more pertinently, but in general this series is a little bit on the obscure side. Not everybody knows this game, nor would I expect them to, obviously. That's why it's that much more special when I get to hear from people that know this game really well. Oh, whoops, wrong button. I love that. I love getting to hear from that because, like, you know, this is my first time playing it, and now I'm getting to hear from somebody really cool like Master Chief who knows this shit really well and has lots of experience and lots of exposure and like skill to, you know, to kind of like talk shop, and I love that kind of stuff. We have a streamer buddy of mine who has not streamed in about a month or two. He lives in North Carolina. His neighborhood got affected pretty bad by one of those hurricanes a while back. His house is fine, and everybody, like his family, is okay. But yeah, his neighborhood got messed up pretty bad by one of those hurricanes. His name is Goated Quest. He's a really cool dude, and he's a wonderful streamer, just a really cool guy. But anyway, he does such a cool job of like playing a wide variety of different games, and whenever he jumps to a different game, he always talks about how he feels like he's a tourist. He feels like he's a tourist visiting game communities that are centered around the games that he plays, you know, once or twice, and like, you know, you interact with people like Master Chief who know this game really well, and you know, you kind of like get a little bit of like a taste of like, here's what this game is like, but also here's what some of the people around this game are like, and you kind of get to hear some of their stories. You get like a, you know, it's obviously you're not getting the full experience because I'm only playing the game a handful of times probably, but I'm getting like a little feel for here's what it's like from the people that have stuck by this game for a while, or at least been playing it for a time. Maybe you'll get one of the devs to pop in, you know, maybe, or somebody who worked on the game in a past life. It's always fun. It's always fun being a, you know, kind of being a bit of a tourist and like getting just that little sampler pack of here's what like this game's community has kind of like coalesced into over the years, which is really something special. I always love to invoke Goated Quest whenever I can, because again, I really like him as a person and as a content creator, and I always love that perspective that he brings. So I think I'm out. I'm out. I'm dead. In my mind, I was like, I think if I can kill him in 2 shots, and I did not kill him in 2 shots. I killed him in 0. Or I got killed in 2 shots. So Master Chief says, yeah, all sorts of strats. Hell yeah. The bush tech, spooning, French kissing. That's awesome. I love this. Made the wiki for it. That's incredible. That actually is also like impressive. The idea of like this person didn't work on the game, but they're experienced enough with it, or the mod that is, but is experienced enough with the mod to be able to put the wiki together. You might know more about the mod than the person that made the damn thing. That's really something special. So maybe it's not a big community, but it's dedicated, right? Yeah, the community does love the series, yeah. Honestly, I would say, like, in general, I almost prefer that. I almost prefer the idea of, like, maybe not like a gigantic group that is, like, kind of coalesces around the game, but a dedicated group that, you know, really is passionate about it. Of course, again, it's an indie game, and it's a slightly oddball one. That's probably to be expected to some degree. But I'm just, like, impressed that there's a community that has stuck by the game in general. Oh, uh-oh. Am I out? I'm out. Oh, no, I'm not out. Oh, there were empty chambers. Yeah, that's what it was. There were empty chambers. Oh, fuck. Good God. Oh, I didn't kill him. I thought that was the kill shot. I was so confident. I was like, yeah. Trying to get him trying to get the top area, the little motors that are spinning. Trying to get those little rotating blade fellas. I was so confident that was going to be the kill shot. God damn. No, that's impressive, though. I'm glad that the people have stuck by the game, because there's a number of games out there, you know, indie gems like this that, yeah, just, there's really not a lot of folks that have stuck by it. Maybe you'll catch one person streaming it every once in a blue moon, but but or maybe a YouTube video every once in a while. But yeah, a lot of the times, for like the really oddball projects out there, yeah, it's like the community is kind of gone by the wayside. But I'm glad that people have stuck by this one. And honestly, Receiver 2 came out 4 years ago, 2020. It wasn't that long ago. So that's at least nice. Right, so we got a decent number of shots. Master Chief is the only person to beat that crazy ass mod. Bozo Count never beat it? Now that's impressive. You do indeed probably know more than the developer at this point. That's badass. The dev never beat their own mod, but you did. We're among Receiver 2 modded royalty. That's amazing. I love this shit, man. The infinite aura, just amazing. Styling on all of us, including the developer for the mod. Have you ever gotten to interact with the developers for this game? Like, I wonder how active the developers for like the Wolfire game developers are with like the modding community and whatnot. I mean, the fact that there is like right from the get-go, scroll down, there's like a yeah, show mod UI, there's like a mods folder. There's like stuff just built into the vanilla game that seems to incentivize or maybe making it easier to mod the game. I'm assuming that from the get-go they wanted to make this game moddable. So I assume that they're at least in some way have been communicative with the community, which is nice. See, what's this? Is the Glock? This is... yeah, this is the Glock. Okay. The other 9mm, which is... I don't know if it's a USP or something else like that. I'm a little bit like fuzzy on my gun names. But I kind of associate this pistol here, the Glock, as being, I think, the terrorist gun pistol in Counter-Strike 1.6, and the USP is being the counter-terrorist unit starting pistol in Counter-Strike. I don't know if that's correct, but I that's how I associate these things. Because the USP seems to have some kind of system where sometimes I have to unlatch some kind of safety, or maybe it's the something associated with the hammer. I'm not exactly sure what it is. But sometimes when I first load up or first load a magazine, there's like another extra step to unhook things. I'm gonna turn the flashlight off. I kill him? Yo, I dropped his ass. It crashes. Monster Hunter Wilds. It does look good. It does look really good. So not super active nowadays, yeah. I kind of got that impression. I'm sure they're still working on stuff. Yeah, I do wonder what they've been up to. Not too much recently. Is it mostly one person? So I always kind of assumed it was a pretty small outfit. Beat the first level of Receiver 2. Oh yeah, the mod that is, yeah. Without shooting? Jesus. All stealth. Amazing. An hour without shooting. That's cool the dev popped in, man. That's awesome. Or one of the devs. That's cool as hell, man. I gotta pop in your streams sometime. Let's see what you're... See the master in their element. There we go. Yeah, so it seems like... Oh, fuck. Am I dead? Oh, I'm dead. I was like... I moved, but then I was like... Trying to like shoot the green. Shoot the green, or else you get unseen. Alright, got a bunch of shots in this one. Good enough for me. Apologies if I'm sounding a little bit gross. I'm trying to pull away from the microphone whenever I blow my nose. So I'm coming off of a nasty little virus. It wasn't like horrible. It wasn't COVID, thankfully, and it wasn't the flu either. But something in between, or not in between, but something along those lines. No fever, thankfully, but it was still very gross. I could see through the ceiling for a second there. I could see through the world. Yeah, this is glass. Can't shoot through that shit. This is bulletproof glass. Yeah, I'm trying to minimize my grossness as much as I can help it. Always check the bathroom for spare bullets. You never know. Shoot for the green, or else, or you get Neil Breen. I've never actually watched one of his movies, but I've seen some clips, and they look like art. Artful masterpieces. A few teasers, some stuff they've been working on. That's awesome, bud. I'm always watching. I appreciate that, Master Chief. We will be playing Receiver 2 tomorrow. Can't remember how much I mentioned, but yeah, tomorrow we're doing a Extra Life charity stream. You can see by the ticker above my webcam, I'm a big fan of raising money for charity. And Extra Life is a fundraiser, kind of a gaming sort of oriented, gaming focused fundraiser for the Children's Miracle Network. In North America, we get those, like in the checkout lane at grocery stores, you might see the fundraiser stuff that has like the little, like the kids in like a hot air balloon, like that hot air balloon icon. That's Children's Miracle Network. Network of hospitals that are for kids, children's hospitals, that kind of thing. And we're raising money for Children's Miracle Network through this thing called Extra Life, which is just a fundraiser for Children's Miracle Network. And every year and around this time of the year, November, December, there's always this big push to do a bunch of fundraising for CMN, for your chosen CMN hospitals. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, so I'm raising money for St. Louis Children's. And usually what they do is they like kind of around maybe early November, maybe early December, sometime around there, there's this big push for fundraising. The idea is to get in before like the holidays take over everyone's life, obviously. But so they do this thing called the Extra Life Game Day, where it's like a 24-hour period where people are encouraged to raise money for charity, like raise as much money as they can. And some people do a 24-hour like live stream marathon where they stay up all night, play a bunch of games, try to raise money. Well, I used to do that. I used to stay up for 24 hours straight, but I'm in my mid-30s, can't really do that forever, obviously, so instead of doing one 24-hour marathon, I do 3 separate 8-hour marathons. The first one about a month ago, doing the second one tomorrow, and the third one will be at the end of December, December 28th, final Saturday of December. So that is...
You use technology to
that is the deal. And we just got a review key for the second game,
Similarly,
for Receiver 2. We'll be playing that tomorrow.
Which is used to control
so we're playing this one so I can get my feet wet.
Mind tech can be used for good or evil. The threat has been using its mind tech as a weapon against you, and so far has caused widespread sickness and mental weakness. Now that you are in a helpless state, they ready a crippling blow, mind kill. But they are aware that will not work on you. They have another potent weapon they will bring to bear against receivers, called the dreaming. They cannot exist fully in this reality, but they have been watching you and experimenting and have developed this new mind tech. The dreaming is a bridge from our world to yours, and they will use this bridge to send specially conceived of weapons designed to work in your environment. These automatic weapons are designed to kill the few who survive.
Oh, fuck! Oh! Scary! Ah, fuck. I was like, do I try and run and gun or try to get a better position? I'll try to get a better position. Didn't go well. I was hoping for something better and I got heckin' got. Also, I think this is the key. Whenever you're holding up a gun like this and it's at like a tilt, that means it is not shootable. Toggle to safety. I think we're good. I think we're good to shoot. When you're holding it straight on, I think that means you're set. Whoop. Actually, yeah, let's go and load it up. And then unholster. Load me up, Big Daddy. All right. So we should be good to shoot. Oh, I had to pull back the... That's what it is. Pull back the slide. I got the slide and the hammer confused in my mind as far as what the names of these things. And I was like, I wouldn't have to pull back the hammer. That wouldn't make sense. Pull back the slide. That's how you load it up. That's what I was missing last time. Last time I was using the USP and I was like, man, why can't I shoot? Because I had unlatched the safety, but I had to load the next bullet into the chamber with the slide. That's how it works. Again, is it clear? Is it like how obvious is it that I haven't fired a firearm, or even much less handled a firearm, in like well over a decade? Embarrassing myself. You call yourself an American, Alex? Hell's wrong with you?
Your minds have
Neil Breen. Yeah, I've never watched his movies, but I've like seen clips. Dude's a weird fucking dude.
So the threat have made a careful study.
He makes weird fucking movies.
Thoughts. The
with amazing effects.
Are the result of this research.
Impeccable
when
effects.
Confronting a kill drone, be mindful of their weak points. The main systems that can be damaged are the camera, weapon, motor, and batteries. On a kill drone turret, the batteries and motor are in the body of the weapon. The motor is directly under the turret, and the batteries behind that, near the rear
weird architecture.
of the body enclosure.
What the hell?
Targeting
Do some death stares right here.
weak points will make sure every bullet counts.
Not the biggest fan of pressing W twice to do a little dash. I would rather a shift button, but just a personal taste. He's like really impressive staircase is great, and you can like see for miles, but it's also scary because the bad guys can see you for miles. See any baddies though? I'm sure there's something though. But I appreciate you, the Master Chief. I can't emphasize enough how much I love hearing like the very like well-honed knowledge from the people that know the game really well. Especially somebody who's really good at the game, but just in general, like people who've like been in a games community, like been in the know for a while. It's always so fun. I live for that. I live for the passion and like the enthusiasm that goes with it. Sometimes we all get like caught up in the like just the general drudgery. Oh, the general drudgery of things. It's like, nah, man, people can be excited for things. It's like it's a nice thing. It's nice to be excited. It's nice to be passionate. Can't all just be all doom and gloom all the time. A little bit of doom and gloom sometimes. Sometimes it's valid, but it's a nice reminder. Like there's like fun and like enjoyable things out there. That life can be a positive thing sometimes with things to be excited about and people that like make it all fun. That sense of community is something that's really special. Especially when it's like for a project like this. It's kind of an oddball, kind of indie thing that probably flew under a lot of people's radar at least, but the real ones get it though. The fucking the true believers of a series like this, they're the ones that fucking understand, man. Oops. We are almost out. I'm going to holster. Load up. There we go. Oh, and pull back the slide. Oh, okay. Actually, I don't have to. Put that stray bullet. We got Farsight in the house who says, Alex, just drink a bunch of coffee. It's so easy. Do not ever give me a loaded weapon. I will press the wrong button and detonate it instantly, exploding my entire penis. It is guaranteed to happen. Guaranteed. Or your money back. Actually, Farsight, you probably know what I'm about to say. It's like, it's not a matter of energy. Remember, I am indeed a young, virile hobbit. 35 years young. I'm so young. So energetic. Now, all jokes aside, I do believe I could do it energy-wise. You already know, it's not the energy. It's not the energy stores. It's the thrusty endurance. It's that throat endurance. Especially coming off being sick. You can probably still hear in my voice. I'm still a little bit scratchy. But definitely doing a lot better compared to a day or two ago. Even yesterday, it's a world of an improvement. It's a tape down there. But, you know, I had that surgery a couple years ago. I had overdone it. Had those polyps on my larynx. That was an unpleasant experience. It wasn't terrible, but it was not fun either. So that was when I was like, all right, well, I gotta change up something. Gotta change up something, make sure this doesn't happen again. And splitting it up into multiple marathons made the most sense. And it's nice too. It gives more people a chance to watch, I think.
Technology to control physical things.
You know, it's when you're
similarly
streaming for 24 hours, it's fun.
Used to control
but past like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., viewership drops up pretty hard. So it's
can be used for good.
You don't get a ton of value for streaming at that time.
Threat has been using its mind tech.
Whereas when it's 8 hours, you can kind of spread it out more.
And so far has caused.
And you're able to hit the like high
and mental weakness.
Time periods a lot easier. You know, the more higher traffic time periods a lot easier across multiple days.
But they are aware that will not work on you. They have another potent weapon they will bring to bear against receivers called the dreaming. They cannot exist fully in this reality, but they have been watching you and experimenting and have developed this new mind.
You've heard this tape before.
The dreaming is
just as only one tape absorbed out of 11.
Yours, and they will
sure
use
you've absorbed more tapes.
Specially conceived of weapons designed to work in your environment.
One
These
shot.
automatic weapons are
The
designed
old
to
one
kill
shot.
the few who survive.
And shit his pants. Okay, Fry. That's right. He drank 100 cups of coffee and saw into the future. Or not saw into the future, but like moved in slow motion. Saved everybody from burninating. That was a fun episode. Because it was like a, what, it was like some kind of government surplus. Everyone gets $100. Spend it on anything you want. And Fry's like, 100 cups of coffee. My fucking man. Oh, I'm out. That's not good. Dead. Yeah, I was like, do I have enough reflexes to quickly switch off? No, I do not. I am dead. I am a dead man. Get the crunch wrap and the thrusty talking for 24 hours. That is exactly the problem. Yeah, that you pretty much nailed it. That's exactly what happened. Whoops, wrong button. It did kill the thrusty back in those days. You know, I did the full marathon 24 hours straight in one sitting for, there we go, for many years with no problems. But yeah, there was that one year where afterwards, I was like, for a couple days afterwards, I was like, man, I got like something in my throat, like I can feel it. It was like something, and it was uncomfortable. It wasn't like horribly painful, but it was uncomfortable. Wouldn't go away. It felt like there was like something there. It wasn't like getting in the way of breathing or anything, but it was just kind of annoying. And it kind of like stunted my ability to project a little bit. Felt like I had to like kind of push past it when I talked. Felt like I always kind of had to sort of clear my throat, like there was just something there. And wouldn't go away for months on end, and after a while, I went to an ear, nose, and throat doctor. He took one look. He said, "You got polyps, bro." And I was like, "God damn." It's like, "Yep." Usually happens from overuse, or like if someone's really sick and they're coughing and hacking all the time, you might burst a blood vessel. I'm not gonna go this way. It's a scary way. It's a silly place. So he's like, "Yep, that's how it goes." And I was like, "All right, well, how do you get rid of them?" He was like, "Well, sometimes they heal on their own, but usually it's surgery." And I said, "Well, we did surgery." An outpatient procedure surgery. No incision. They just knocked me out and went down propped my mouth open and went down my throat with a micro laser. And it was in and out and easy peasy in like less than an hour. It was a pretty quick procedure, but it did require full anesthesia, so it was, you know, not fun, but you know, it wasn't the worst thing ever. But would rather not go through it again if I can help it. Madness around the 24-hour, the 20-hour mark. Yeah, Irossi's been around for a minute, so Irossi remembers those days. Because Irossi knows I tend to get silly. I tend to embrace the silliness in a general sense, but yeah, you like your brain very much enters like a zen, maybe not zen, but an altered state around the 3, 4, maybe 5 a.m. mark, when your body like has accepted, your mind and body and spirit has accepted that you're not sleeping and you're powering through it, and you're gonna see the sunrise, and you know something comes over you at that certain point, and like everything just kind of enters into a silly mode. At least that's how it is for me. I pulled untold number of all-nighters in college, so, and even a number of them as an adult. So it's a phenomenon that I'm very much used to, and probably a lot of us listening in probably also know that sensation. But yeah, like you kind of enter like the silly mode after a certain point, and it becomes extra pronounced when you're drinking a lot of coffee and you're live streaming, because your every utterance and your every motion and move is captured for all to see. Oop. Fucking shirt up there. God damn it. Cron trap on the thrusty. Delicious. Good to see you, Arctic. Goes in the ass. Well, yeah, it's like that episode of South Park. It's easier for digestion, don't you know? It's so simple. I got nothing. I have some bullets. I have some bullets, but not much. It's about, oh, that's almost a full clip, I think. Bloop. And then, bloop. There we go. Now we're set. No flashlight. Stuff into my throat, conscious or not. Well, it was the most romantic encounter I've ever had with a micro laser. I did deep throat that micro laser, and you know, I always make the joke where it did not call me back the next morning. Actually, it did call me back the next morning. Whenever you go through a surgery like that, they're required to follow up on you the next morning or the next day to see how you're doing. Oh, I'm dead. To see how you're doing. But I was on vocal rest. I was on vocal rest for like 4 or 5 days. So I was not allowed to answer, and they were like worried. They were like, "Are you okay, Mr. Super Hobbit?" And I had like texted, be like, "You told me not to talk," so I could not answer the phone. And by that point, Grace and I were engaged, but we weren't married or living together. So I couldn't have her answer for me. So I was like, bro, I'm trying to follow the instructions. I'm being a good hobbit. What do you want from me? Being a good boy. Yeah, the stories my thrusty could tell. Deep throat in that micro laser. I think at one point I joked with the ear, nose, and throat doctor. I was like, is there a flavor of micro laser that I can request? Can I request like a certain flavor for the micro laser so when I wake up and my throat's sore, I get like hints of watermelon or strawberry? It was like, I don't think it works that way. And I was like, well, where's worth asking? What's worth trying? You never know. You never know what your options might be, right? Master Chief's been working on some mods as well. That's cool. Modeling guns. Oh, that's sick. Got some Imgur links. Yeah, you can post them if you want to. Post them in the chat. Links are generally always allowed. Especially if it's like a fun project like that. I always love to see what kind of fun stuff people are working on. That sounds cool. Whoop. Dude, I'm too tall. I'm not used to being too tall for something. I'm never too tall in real life. I'm a shouty in real life. Am I shocked? No, but am I excited? That's the correct answer. That's the correct way to look at this thing. Boof and crunch wraps. I mean, the only downside to boofing a crunch wrap is you're not able to taste it. Isn't that like part of the joy? The taste and the texture. You know, you're bypassing other key systems if we're boofing that shit. Even though that one South Park episode alleges that it's better for digestive health. I don't know if I believe all that. I'm not sure if shoving anything up your ass is better for anything beyond, you know, the sexual thrill. I'm a little bit concerned about those fellas. I'm actually gonna... Oh, more bullets. Bullets. Look at all those bullets I got. I got so many. Whoop. Whoop. There we go. I have to make the noise. If I don't make the noise, I don't jump as good. There's anything lying around there. I'm gonna go this way and I'm gonna see if I can shoot my way through. Dropped his ass. I wonder how much of a difference it really makes with pulling the hammer back. I think it's more recoil without the hammer. Yeah, it's more recoil for sure. But beyond that, I don't know if it makes too much of a difference, honestly. Let's see, how am I doing? It's the one. There we go. Up to snuff. Cock flavor is the only one. I mean, I was unconscious. Who knows? Who knows what kind of things they could have done with my vulnerable and gaping thrusty while I was out. It's a fairly quick surgery, but you know, who knows? Who knows? I remember I did ask if, like, of course, afterwards, after the surgery, I was brought back in for some kind of follow-up, just to make sure that everything healed up correctly, and they said everything looked fine. He did another, the whole way they first found evidence of polyps that had formed on my larynx, the way they found it in the first place, was that some of you have probably had this before, where they put the camera in the little tube up your nose. It's called I think it's called a laryngoscopy. I think it's what it's called. Wait, is that it? I think it's what it's called. A little camera goes up with a little tube goes up the nose and then down the throat. It's very uncomfortable. It's not a fun thing to experience, but it's a common, you know, relatively non-invasive procedure. You know, see what's going on in there. That's where they noticed very easily that polyps had formed. And then in the follow-up, he did the same thing just to make sure everything had healed up. And I remember him saying, like, man, you did really good. You did a good job on the vocal rest. I followed doctor's orders. I was a good hobbit. Said he did a good job on following vocal rest. I remember him saying, like, if I myself hadn't performed your surgery, I wouldn't have believed anything would have happened. Which is to say that obviously the polyps were gone, but like there was no scarring or no evidence that there was anything bad that had happened. He was like, yeah, if you would have just come in for the first time, I would have figured this is your first time having an appointment here. I never had any evidence of anything bad going down. So, but I remember asking him, like, yeah, was there anything funny that happened that you can remember? Like, did I say anything silly while I was like loopy from the anesthesia. Because, of course, it was full anesthesia. I was out for sure. And obviously, once like, they had propped my mouth open and all that shit, once I was fully out, I'm sure it was, you know, it was lights out for sure. But I wondered, like, while I was in the process of going under, if I, like, said anything funny. And he was like, no, you didn't say, like, nothing funny or embarrassing. The only thing that he remembered is that, like, I remember you had a funny music request. Because I don't know if all surgeries do this, but as I was being wheeled in, they asked me if I had any music requests. They would play music while you're falling asleep to kind of encourage, you know, have some kind of dream if you want to. And I requested Tears for Fears because I've been listening to a lot of their music lately. He was like, yeah, he had a unique music request. And I don't think Tears for Fears is that weird necessarily. I think that's like, you know, it's like pretty chill as far as, you know, the grand scheme of things. But I guess it was relatively obscure in the grand scheme of things too. If I want to waste too many shots, I'm gonna drop that dude. I think I'm out. As it looks like this one doesn't, like, click to the side. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't click to the side when you're out. You just gotta figure that shit out on your own. There we go. So I'm not gonna waste any more trying to get him. I do want to try to get him, though. He concerns me. Boop. Ooh, one shot. A one-shot wonder. That's me. Got something there. Nope. Turn around. Oh, fuck you. Oh, what? Okay. I was like, if I time this, I can get over here. Now we're good. Am I too tall to ride the kiddie rides? I probably am not, honestly. Ooh, one shot, hell yeah. Look at me fucking gaming over here. No, I'm probably not too tall. I probably could ride the kiddie rides if I wanted to. 5'3" is well within the acceptability range. Respond to them as Stephen Hawking. I think my first stream back after my surgery, I loaded up one of those AI programs that did a text-to-speech. And you could, like, give it lots of voices, and I gave it a SpongeBob voice. And I typed in the text, hello, it is me, Super Hobbit. I'm back to stream. And then, like, the next message was, why are people laughing? Is there something wrong with my voice? Because it was, like, the, you know, the fucking AI-ified SpongeBob voice. I was pretty happy about that gag. It was a fun one.
When he is able to get a completely clear signal, free of any subconscious corruption. In this state, he will be able to see realities in their true form and transcend normal human limitations. Although some of the receivers we choose to speak through are advanced in their ability, no human has yet achieved this awakened state.
I think I figured out, if you don't lower the hammer, when you pull the trigger, it will lower the hammer for you.
In their shadow bodies. In reality A, they are asleep.
Didn't quite drop them. Didn't quite drop it. Yeah, it's a faster one-shot, exactly. Handcore jackhammer. That sounds badass. Heavy work in progress. That's awesome, dude. This man eats ass and I'm here for it. Hell yeah. Based. Yeah, he didn't tell me your credit card number. Don't forget the wacky digits on the back. The wacky digits in the back of your mom's credit card. Boop. And then let's go ahead and load this thing up. Boop. Back to the 6-shooter. I do enjoy the 6-shooter. It feels like it hits really hard, but I don't actually know if it does any more or less damage than the 9mm. It is fun though. I mean, they're all the guns are fun in different ways, and I appreciate that there are multiple weapons. I guess three weapons, and they all function a little bit different from each other. Right, yeah, the laryngoscopy, Arctic, the thing I was saying where it goes up the nose and down the throat. It is unpleasant. Whenever, I think I had it 3 times. My very first appointment, and then they did it one more time before they wheeled me in for surgery, and then one more time to check afterwards to make sure everything was squared away. And each time they would spray a little bit of a very localized anesthetic, localized numbing agent, not anesthetic, localized numbing agent, like up the nostrils a little bit to kind of numb just a little bit to kind of lower some of the discomfort. It's still uncomfortable, but it's not terrible. It requires a very steady hand for the ear, nose, and throat doctor to administer this procedure. And my ear, nose, and throat doctor was very good. He was very good. I remember him saying, like, you know, this is not gonna be fun, but it's important. And it's very useful, you know, for me to be able to see what's going on. But if you, he's like, you know, it's gonna feel a little bit gross. It's gonna feel a little bit scrungy for you, but it's perfectly safe. It's not gonna obstruct your airways or anything. But he was like, but if at some point you feel panicky, like if you are not liking this, just raise, like, you know, you can't really talk really well while it's going down. You can breathe fine, but it's like weird trying to talk. So most people don't attempt it. So he's like, if you have any issues, just raise your right hand and we'll, you know, I'll pull out. Huh? My pull-out game is strong. We'll remove it and, you know, we'll take a moment and see if we can figure something else out. So he was really good about it, but yeah, he did warn me. Like, it's a little bit not great. But yeah, it was never like terrible though. It wasn't unbearable. There we go. It seems like shooting that green part for the turrets at least. Yeah, nice shot right in the middle. Seems like that's the key for killing these guys. Yeah, the silver one, not so much. Request pushing the daisies by Ween. No, then they would fucking kill me. They'd fucking kill me. They'd be like, listen, this man is out. We could just fucking off him right now. No one would have to know. Anesthesia-related incidents happen all the time. Well, maybe not all the time, but every once in a while into surgery, we could say it was an accident. No one would have to know. We'd be doing the world a favor. Anybody requesting this song is fucking doomed anyway. I never even heard that song until Arctic brought it up one time on stream, and I was like, God damn, I hate this! Ah! That robot right there, he likes pushing the daisies. By Ween. Motherfucker. They'll arrest me. No, they'll execute me on sight. They will execute me, and they have all the reason to do so. They have every reason to put me out of their misery. I'm a one-pump chump. Well, thankfully am I dead? No, okay. Thankfully, I don't plan on going in on additional micro lasers going down my thrust anytime soon. Because again, it really wasn't a terrible experience, and if anybody, you know, not that anybody here is going to be undergoing any rigorous talking or just voice activity instances anytime soon, but if anybody ever, you know, finds himself in a situation where they're having to go under for some kind of similar surgery, I'll tell you, it's really not bad. Just, you know, inconvenient, and obviously medical care is not inexpensive in this country, obviously, so there's that aspect. And the recovery is annoying because, again, I had to go on vocal rest for a couple days, which meant I had to take some time off work and use some PTO, which was not exactly convenient.
To control physical things.
Wasn't great, but
similarly,
wasn't,
there is mind
you know, unbearable
tech, which is
either.
used to control the boundless luminescence. Mind tech can be used for good or evil.
ETRD.
Threat has been using its mind tech as a weapon against you, and so far has caused widespread sickness.
I'm actually gonna check that in a second here.
Now that you are in a helpless state, they ready a crippling blow.
At that point, it's a kink, not a surgery. No, the laryngoscopy, that is, the scope thing. Not the actual surgery itself, no. Had that once, and that was plenty.
Called the dreaming.
No, just the scope thing.
Cannot
scope it out. And I definitely wasn't requesting it. I was like, yes, give me the scope in my thrusty, I need it.
This new mind tech.
Every time I was like, alright, not gonna like this, but here we go.
And they will use this bridge to send specially conceived of weapons designed
every time I'm like,
in your environment.
Checking my torso.
These automatic weapons are designed to kill the few who survive.
One shot, hell yeah. So cool. Oh, and also one shot in the drone. Well, yes. The good kind of one shot. The good kind of one pump jump. You had an endoscopy before? It was sore for... Oh, it was sore for days. I don't think mine was really sore. I was like... Maybe a little bit... Like, it felt a little weird for like half an hour. But no, I definitely didn't have any latent soreness afterwards. So... I was pretty lucky. Oh, but yeah, I want to take a look at the links Master Chief is sharing. Bring these up real quick so we can see. I want to see the two weapons they're working on. So the first one is the jackhammer. This is for the second game, obviously. Oh, here we go. Full screen. So that's the... Is that a auto shotty? Yeah, it's like an auto shotgun, right? I remember that from Max Payne. Max Payne 1, I think. What? Work in progress. Is there audio? I guess there probably is an audio. So yeah, so this is like the animation. What Master Chief's working on. See, like loading in the shells. That's cool. I like it. Yeah, wake up in a padded room. If you wake up at all, they might just, like I said, put you out of their misery if you're not careful. Here's the other one. Oh, it's an anti-tank rifle. Damn, look at that big sucker right there. Big bastard. That's amazing. Yeah, I'll confess, I don't recognize... I recognize the jackhammer name, but I wasn't sure, you know how some video games are, like, they'll call it, like, the pistol is the Beretta. I don't know if that's, like, a widely used game, or weapon name, necessarily. So I wasn't sure if jackhammer was, like, a widely used name for the auto shotty, but yeah. Motherfucking anti-tank, it looks like an AWP. Like, a more utility-oriented AWP. I'm sure it makes a badass, loud explosion noise when you fire that thing against a bad guy. That's incredible. Thank you for sharing, Master Chief. That's really cool. Oh, and one more. Cool down. It's the well rod. I think I recognize this one, actually. Is it a big old pistol? It's like a scoped pistol thing. It fires... Oh, yeah, I've never seen this before. That's cool. I've never seen this before. That's really cool, though. Yes, that's a scope, right? Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not a scope. Never mind. Oh, there's the iron sights. Yeah, so it's not a scope. Very pronounced barrel. Very cool. I like it. I like all of them, man. I think the jackhammer is the one I'm most excited about. For one thing, it has video. And a oh, single use. Oh, that's what that is. It's a suppressor. That's what's going on there. Yeah, it's a big ass silencer. That's sick. That is sick. That's really cool. Today I learned. So I killed this guy. I really didn't need to, but I done did kill him. I do wish there was an option to keep the help shown at all times when you start a new run. There are times where I definitely will forget to re-enable it, then I'll look to the side of like, where's the help? I need help. Need all the help I can get. Boop. Boop. There we go. Now, granted, I don't know if I need to kill that guy, but at this point, I feel like I've gotten into trouble more times than I can count by not killing things. Like, it is probably a good idea to, if I see a bad guy and I'm going in that general direction, I probably should go and drop him. Looks like I was out anyway. We'll pop down real quick, actually. I went through all that trouble. Now, also, when I'm going down like this, I should be checking both sides to make sure that I'm not missing out on any gun bullets. Any delicious gun juice, gun bullet opportunity. More ammo, because I could use anything and everything. There's a floaty boy over there. No turrets to speak of. A number of times I would just turn the corner, or not even turn the corner, just suddenly I would just hear beep beep and then dead because I like had my back to a doorway and there was a turret just kind of chilling there waiting for me. Trying to be extra aware if I can help it. It's not necessarily single use, but it does degrade though. Okay. When it's fresh, it's real quiet. I've never heard of it before. Is it like crazy illegal? Is that sounds like the kind of thing that would be... that the federal government would be like, we're not a big fan of this thing. The idea of that being so unrecognizable. Am I out? Yeah, I'm out. Definitely pays to... trying to count as much as I can. Oops. I'm taking my shots. You even see the bullets bounce off sometimes. That's kind of a nice little detail. It sounds really impressive though. Yeah, the idea of something being like that silent and that unrecognizable. We all know how that goes, where in movies, like James Bond movies, you see him affix a silencer, quote unquote. Really, the term I guess is suppressor, because it's not, you see a silencer being affixed to a gun. It doesn't actually, it's not like pew pew like it is in James Bond movies or other spy thriller movies. Silencer is still loud, but not like ear-blastingly loud. Speaking of, oh, I think it was a bad guy that like, he died and like fell over, but I guess the sound didn't load until I entered this little zone. But anyway, yeah, it's like that's kind of a common factoid by this point. Like a silencer is kind of a misnomer. Nothing really silences a weapon necessarily, but it sounds like that is an exception. Yeah. That's amazing. That's really impressive, but also a little scary. It's full of shit. Ah, I think I was out. I was clicking. Oh, World War II. Oh, damn. I thought this was like a modern Marvel. Damn, that's impressive. Isn't that old, but is like that sophisticated. That's really something else. And multiple mags. First time in a while, I feel like it's been a minute since I've had multiple mags to use. That one's pretty empty. We go ahead and... oh, wait, no. Put that one in. With that... there we go. That one up. Oh, actually, hold on. Take that one out so I can load it up. There we go. Oh, fuck. Wrong button. Now we're set. Flashlight. Cool. There we go. I'm curious if there's anything back this way or on the ground for that matter. Seems like corners are a good place for... but almost fell over. It's a good place where bullets can sometimes spawn. Could go down if we wanted to. Beep. That's something bad. That may be a tape. It's not necessarily crazy illegal, but it is very old, though. Yeah, by the British. Yeah, it's some pretty cool shit in World War II. I had no idea. Really impressive. Did I get him? No. I'm trying to go for the green. It seems like a really good shot on the green will drop him. That did it eventually.
You use technology to control physical things. Similarly, there is mind tech,
submachine gun
used to control the boundless
awesome.
luminescence. Mind tech can be used for good or evil. The threat has been using its mind tech.
Was that the grease gun Arctic?
You, and so far has caused widespread
is?
sickness and mental weakness. Now that you are in a helpless state, they ready a crippling blow. Mind kill.
Unload mags directly.
But they are aware that will not work on you. They have another
holding it,
weapon
the gun
they will
holster.
bring to bear against receivers called the Dreaming.
Okay, this one's already empty. I see what you mean, though. That's good reality,
to know. But they have been watching you and experimenting and have developed this new mind tech. The Dreaming is a bridge from our world to yours. and they will use this bridge to send specially conceived of weapons designed to work in your environment. These automatic weapons are designed to kill the few who survive.
Actually, I'm kind of curious. Okay, yeah, you can fire without aiming down the sights. So you can click. Right now, you'll fire at the ground, obviously, but it will waste a bullet. Nothing's stopping you. It's called the Sten. Okay, I think I've heard of that one, actually. Sten gun. It got me used everywhere. I wondered, the reason why I wondered if it was the grease gun is because I always wondered how that got its name. Now, I wondered if, like, the implication is that, like, its manufacturing process was, like, considered cheaper or something. Slapped together with, like, greased up parts or some shit like that. Like cheap sheet metal or something. The fun switch, is that the fun switch? That's not the not the safety, right? Oh, full automatic. Oh my. That's dangerous. I don't know if I trust myself, but I'm kind of curious. Hold up, how much do I got? Not much. Oh wait, no, I think I got about half a clip. Yeah, I got half a clip in there. Let's load it up. I'm full of shit. It was not half a clip. It was nearly empty. That one is fully empty, I think. I don't have a ton of ammo, but we'll try it. We'll try it. I think even at best I'll use like burst fire, maybe. I'm gonna run out though. I'm scared. I'm scared I'm gonna run out of juice. And then I'll be all defenseless and sad and vulnerable. And my plump, juicy booty will be out for all to see. Oh.
A receiver is said to be
Ooh, sneaky boy.
able to get a completely clear...
Now it's a machine pistol. That's pretty badass.
...free of any subconscious corruption. In this state,
well of grease, really?
Reality
I had no idea.
Form and transcend normal human limitations.
Does it looks like a grease gun? I guess I don't know what a grease gun looks like, then, or what that is. Like in a non-colloquial sense.
No human has yet achieved this awakened state.
Something that I guess you use to spread grease somewhere.
Exist in two worlds.
But yeah, but for what Farsight is saying, yeah.
In their shadow bodies. In reality A,
sure,
they are asleep, their minds unconcerned and roaming free.
Scary.
But humans have the unrealized potential to exist fully.
Oh, it's on the other side of the wall.
Realities.
The flashlight.
It is this reason why humans are threatened. If even one of them achieved an awakened state, they would see beyond the horizon of all known understanding.
I'm gonna listen to another. Boop. Sorry to cut you off.
You are listening to the first tape of the Perpetual set. This set of tapes represents the most critical receivings so that future humans...
Yeah, I know the look. Exactly.
After the mind kill. This set, when listened to sufficiently and in its entirety, has been speculated to be the minimum teaching.
Yeah, when I was getting attacked, it was great.
An awake state.
No, there's no way I'm just gonna go full auto with it. I would do burst fire at most.
Tape, the tapes included in this
I do want to play with it a little bit,
firearm
even if it is unwise, and it sounds unwise.
Mind Tech. Reality B. Mind
you off.
Clear Tape. Mind Kill Contingency. Kill Drones. Repeated Listenings. The Clear Tape.
Yeah, I'm going back to single fire. This thing scares me.
Awake. Some receivers believe the message but are unable to hear the source themselves. We have developed a mind tech called Clear Tape to aid in your receiving.
Oh, shit.
Your subconscious mind has been eroded by dangerous, addictive media. To wean you from this addiction, we will trick your mind using its conditioned response to your advantage. By providing the correct external cues, Clear Tape provides a way to reduce the symptoms of media damage. You will have been issued a Clear Tape. Put the tape into your tape deck and press play. At first, it is normal to hear only background static. After several sessions, you may hear a voice.
There we go. Like I am getting a little bit low though. 4 tapes collected, that's not too bad. I'm assuming you beat the game when you find all 11 tapes. I'm guessing. Yeah, it's a good panic option if you've got a lot of ammo, but otherwise, you need like the reflexes and like just the wherewithal to switch to it when there's a stressful moment and not just seize up and panic like I usually do. I panic too much in it. Yeah, right now I'm too green. I need to get good with like the basics before I can rely on it properly. Room full of turrets, that'll do it. That will do it. Hold on, what's this? So that's the gun, what I know is the grease gun, and then then an actual thing you use to apply grease looks like that. Okay, yeah, I can see a resemblance. That makes sense. 6-shooter again. The nice thing about the 6-shooter is that I always have an abundance of ammo.
You are listening
Overabundance.
to the first tape of the Perpetual set. This set of tapes represents the most critical receivings so that future humans will have the information they will need
still alive,
after
bro?
the mind kill. This set, when listened to sufficiently and in its entirety,
It seems
has
like
been speculated to be the minimum
usually,
teachings
maybe not usually, but
needed
some of the
to
times I
achieve
kill them
an
in one shot.
awake
It's like right in the
state.
middle.
Besides this tape, the tapes included in this set are Firearm Operation, Initiation Tape A, Mind Tech,
More science
Reality
is required
B,
here.
Mind Tech Clear Tape, Mind Kill Contingency,
Man,
Kill Drones,
was he dead? Okay, he's
Repeated
dead. Yeah.
Listenings,
Yeah, I thought it was like
Clear Tape,
like that shot right there. I thought that one right in the middle of the green was the kill shot. Or maybe I should be shooting for. Well, I did shoot that thing. There's like other components. I don't think it's the one in the back. So I think I tried that a bunch last time, and or a previous time, and that definitely didn't drop it. Trying to decipher what's like the critical component. Quick shot, the quick kill on those guys. That is key for sure. I should reiterate, this game is very fun. Even though I'm, like, clearly being a dumbass, and still very much a greenhorn, and I'm learning the ropes, this is very fun. It's the kind of game where, I suspect the second one's probably better about this. With the first game, you know, you start to pretty quickly recognize the patterns in the level generation. It is procedural. You know, it is, like, always a different run, which is cool. But, like, the blocks become pretty recognizable. And the aesthetic starts to like look, maybe not samey necessarily, but like the kind of generic. I shouldn't say generic. That sounds mean. Did I kill him? I did kill him. But just the general like vibe starts to feel a little bit samey after a while, and which is fine because it's an indie game. You know, I wouldn't have gigantic expectations, but I am enjoying myself a lot. Also, maybe that's the key. Is like shooting this like brown piece. Maybe it like fucks up the camera. Maybe that's what I should aim for. Because for a while there I was like going out of my way to shoot like the middle of the green one. Maybe if I shoot this brown piece, maybe that's the key. 6-hour run, amazing. That's the mod, right? The full all-in-one run, 6-hour run that fucking killed that shit. That's amazing. Oh. Whoa, hello. Motherfucker dropped right in front of me. I never heard like the beep from him. Oh, maybe I heard the beeps from the other guys. Maybe it covered it. Maybe like it obscured the noise. Gotta get good. Turn around. Oh. Oh, I think I was out. I was like, I thought I had maybe another like 2 shots left. That's embarrassing. I was like so confident. Then it fell apart. Plunger style pumps. That's a good point too. Probably the older tools were more pronounced in the resemblance. All right, how we doing with this guy? Actually, hold on. Put a few more in. Oh no, I can't. This one's full. Oh, no, it's not. I pressed the wrong button. Okay. Oh, and pull back the hammer. Boop. Now we're set. For the slide. I guess slide and hammer are... Well, no, it's not the same thing. You have to pull back the hammer when you first load it in. I think you had to pull the slide back to load that first bolt in the chamber. I thought the hammer was just to make it easier to shoot. Because this is the USP, right? It looks like it. Although anybody can correct me if I've got the name of the gun wrong. I assume this is the USP, like from Counter-Strike, but maybe it's a different name. That worked. Now the downside with going for that kill shot is it doesn't like drop it, like doesn't make it flaccid, but it does, I think, kill the camera. You can shoot, yeah, it seems like you can get a decent shot just anywhere on that module. It will fuck it up, but it doesn't like obviously kill it the way it kills other things, or the way that it kills it and like drops it down. So it looks scary at first when you see it just aiming forward, but no little flashlight, obviously. Gonna love R2. I think I will, because I'm really enjoying this for sure. It's probably not the, this is probably not the kind of game I could like play for like hundreds of hours, but like firing it up every once in a while just to fuck around and play it, absolutely. Like, this is absolutely a game I could just like, you know, play for like 20-30 minutes, maybe an hour or two, just off stream maybe, just like for funsies. Also, I can't go over there. I guess I can go down to the lower levels, but I don't know if I can make that jump. I don't know if I'm that confident. What, a 1911? Yeah, my like real life names of guns is really limited when it comes to, well, it begins and ends with the video games I've played, really. And of course the Glock is like a common enough model. Well, that's the name of the company. I guess I don't know the model of the Glock that we have in this game, but like that overall design is pretty familiar and pretty common in a lot of games. And this looks, and I think in Counter-Strike 1.6 at least, the Glock was the terrorist starting pistol. I assume this is the counter-terrorist starting pistol. I thought it was called the USP. Or UPS? USP? I can't remember. It's been too long. But yeah, that's how I associate these things. It's like, it looks like it's like the gun in that one video game. Actually, I referenced Max Payne earlier. It does also resemble the Beretta a little bit, but again, they all kind of blend together for me. It's got to run and jump. I'm a little bit nervous about that. That like, unless you can like hold it. Yeah, because if I hold it, we go back into walk mode. Yeah, so it's like you have to kind of get that timing down. I see it though. I see the long jump. I do see it. Maybe I could try it. Should I go for it? Let's fucking go for it. Gotta continually do it. It's so weird. I see it though. It's like, I don't love it, but I do see it. It's weird. Probably what you have to do for speedrunning. Speedrunning, you probably get really used to that motion. That motion of the ocean. I'm a little worried if I fuck up, I'm gonna die. Like a silly person. Gamer. Oh, no! Well, the good news is I did not fall, and I didn't die. But I did make the jump, and then I died not through fall damage, but through bullet damage. I did die, just not the way I thought I would. I died from victory, not from failure. What's the DJ Khaled album, Suffering from Success? That's me right now. I did it! Boom! Boom, 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 boom. When you die, you can... Oh, that's fun. I'll try that next time I'm getting got. I'll try to press the button. It's like a death wiggle. A death flop. Like a fish out of water just kind of flopping as it's suffocating. Kind of morbid, but... Like one last little wiggle before I croak. This hallway usually has drones in it, it seems. So many bullets. Oh, by the way, I should see how we're doing. We got nothing in there. Is that my only mag? It sure is. Good thing I checked this before I got too far. It'd been awfully embarrassing to square up and be like, oh, I got nothing in this thing. Oh, there's where you pull back the slide. There we go. Because that's what I thought we had to do the first time. Now we're really square. Now we're ready to roll. You press T. What does T do? Release the slide lock, which is already released. And then R. Oh, that's kind of cool. See if you've got a bullet in the chamber. That's really nice. And it doesn't eject the bullet, obviously. That's really helpful. Thank you, Master Chief. So many cool little, like, bonus strats. Like, little pro... Like, maybe not secret, but, like, maybe not as telegraphed little bonus features that are really nifty. Seems like a place where I could see extra stuff lying around. Like I've... Oh, wrong button. Shit. Okay, so I still have some extra bullets. So not super desperate. But I'm also not desperate for more resources. I do like how this gives you extra visibility as well. Like this, all this surface area where things could spawn. Oh! Maybe, bro. Although I think I'm up too high. It's scarier this way. Oh, one shot. And he explodes. In a ball of fiery explosion and shame. Is he down? He is not. Whoop. Whoop. There he goes. There's a turret over there, which is scary. Yeah, a lot of detail. That's really impressive. I love it. It's more. Oh, it's a more like required feature in the second game. I was saying how we were doing pretty good with resources, but don't have quite as much to go by now. It's a lot of turrets up there. That room scares me. That apartment building configuration seems to frequently have cool stuff, but a lot of stuff in that area that scares the shit out of me. Ooh, it's right down here too. Nope, nope, you see nothing? Am I dead? I'm dead. I looked over, I was like, I didn't see a hole in the wall. I didn't see a bullet hole in the wall, so it must have gone into my fucking ass. It's sick they're working on it, though. I'm impressed that that means the devs are still contributing to it. That's pretty sweet. Nobody would, you know, hold it against them for saying, let's work on something else. Let's, you know, work on a different project and kind of go on to the next thing. 4 years out, if they're working on a VR mod to it, that's pretty sick. Or maybe not mod, but a VR mode is pretty sick. Like that a whole lot. Load some stuff in. I'm all set. I'll go and it looks like the hammer's already preloaded for me. That is that good job. What's up, Unstable? Beautiful men. Unstable, are you looking at a mirror again? Did you get confused? If you're panicking, saying, Alex, I see a beautiful man, I'm scared. Don't worry, you probably just saw a mirror and you got scared again. What's up, Duts? And speaking of beautiful men, let me tell you about a man who's not only beautiful but has a juicy personality. You thought I was gonna say he has a juicy ass. I mean, I don't know. I've never seen it, but he probably does. Let's be real. He's probably rocking a pretty sweet dumpy. He's got a juicy personality. What's up, Dutson? He says, "Oh, you." Yeah, let's talk about handsome men. Unstable. This is how it begins. Starts talking about handsome men. Things get weird. Come up, Sheena. Dutson, thank you for that raid, buddy. I appreciate you. Doing some Coral Island. That game looks fun. I've watched people stream it. I've like lurked a little bit, but I've yet to play it myself. Good to see you, bud. Oh, okay, so they haven't been contributing to it as much. Gotcha. Yeah, I do wonder what the Wolfire game devs are working on right now. That is to say, this game's developers. Wolfire Games is the name of the studio. I wonder what they're working on nowadays. There was like a free-to-play project, I think, that came across my radar at one point, but no idea how active it is. Thank you, Augusta, for shouting out Dudson. Dudson, thank you for that raid, buddy. And as you know, whenever somebody raids, I always like to ask if you have any clips to share. You've done me a solid by raiding me, and you raid me so damn often. It's the least I can do. Just ask if there's anything you'd like to show off, any fun TikTok videos or anything. We're playing some Receiver. This game is relatively quite old in the grand scheme of things. This game came out in 2012, I think. It was actually made as part of a game jam. Come on. I'm really good at shooting. There we go. It's just made as part of like a 7-day game jam. And here the game jam was themed around gun mechanics, like individual and highly sophisticated gun mechanics. This game, the original basis for this game was made in 7 days, but the version that's on Steam, the one I'm playing right now, is been built up a little bit more. But the main gist is that you don't just like, you know, shoot gun and that's it. You don't just press the one button to reload. In this particular case, there's a button to open the hammer, or not the hammer, open the cylinder. I don't know necessarily visually which casings are empty, so I have to wiggle them all out. I have to wiggle it a couple times. Press this button to collect any open or unspent shells, unspent casings, and then press this button to load an individual bullet into the chamber, then close the cylinder, or not chamber, bullet into the cylinder, and then close the cylinder. There's another button to pull back the hammer. It has a lot of like highly specialized buttons that have to be pressed in a certain order. We also have a flashlight sometimes, so it's a pretty impressive amount of detail for a game like this, and I like it a lot. It's also very hard, and the levels are procedurally generated, and there's no human bad guys. It's all like turrets and drones, but they're pretty smart and pretty tough. I'm actually going to, and I'm gonna see if I can not kill that guy if possible. But it's a pretty cool game. This game came out, like I said, in 2012, I think. And we're playing it because I'm playing the sequel tomorrow. I was able to get a review key for the sequel, which came out 4 years ago, which is not, brand new, obviously, but it's newer. And I figured the best way to get my sea legs with the series was to start with the first one, and then we're going to check out the second one tomorrow. I'm actually playing, tomorrow's going to be a long stream, I should mention. We're doing a 8-hour plus marathon for charity. Fundraiser marathon for charity. Well, for Children's Miracle Network. It's a fundraiser called Extra Life. A lot of streamers participate in Extra Life. In fact, a lot of people participated back in the beginning of November. The Extra Life game day was at the beginning of November. A lot of people did like really long streams. Some people did 24-hour streams. I used to do 24-hour streams, but over the years, as I've gotten older, my body deteriorates as I get older. It's not easier. It's not getting any easier as I get older, obviously. So instead of doing one 24-hour marathon, I do multiple 8-hour marathons. 3 8-hour marathons, to be specific. First one was in early November. Second one is tomorrow, November 30th. And the third and final one will be December 28th, last Saturday of December. So anyway, we got a long stream tomorrow. One of the games we'll be playing is Receiver 2. Playing the first one right now, just for funsies. It's a good game. Liking it a lot. And we got Master Chief in the chat, who is a licensed professional, a very experienced individual with this game. And I'm really enjoying him. Really enjoying them sharing stories with us. It's very fun. I shouldn't assume him. Enjoying them sharing stories with us. It's very fun. And their knowledge with this game is impressive and maybe a little bit intimidating, but it's good. Some of that good shit. Thank you, Dudson, again for that raid. I appreciate you, buddy. Hydrate and have trail mix. Yo, I got snacks on lock. I'll have lots of water. I'm also coming off of being sick. I had a bit of a virus for the past couple days. Monday through Wednesday, more pertinently. I'm a lot better, but you might probably still sound maybe a little bit scratchy. So we'll be taking it easy. Honestly, if I get to a point tomorrow, like 6 hours in, and I'm not feeling it, if my voice is, feeling not great, or if I'm just kind of low energy, I won't force it. I told the story earlier about how I used to do the full 24-hour streams in one sitting, and it was great, and it was fun, and I was able to do it. Energy was never the issue, but it still puts a strain on your body. I told the story earlier about how I, a couple years ago, coming off of one of those marathon streams, I developed polyps on my larynx, and they were not painful. They did not obstruct any airways, but they were annoying. Had to go through a outpatient surgery to have them removed. There was no incision, but they still had to go knock me out with anesthesia, go down my throat with a micro laser, and nip them off. And I was on vocal rest for a couple days afterwards, so needless to say, that was a good incentive to say, you know what? maybe I should split up these big streams instead of doing it in one sitting, because that shit is tough. And it's hard on the body, but it was fun. Dudson says, don't worry, Alex, it is a standard ass. Oh! Heard the beep. 2 beeps, no less. Sounds like somebody who's very humble with their ass configuration. Where? Oh, down below. Right? There was like a... Hold on. On the other side. I'm scared. Ah! This is very scary. Where's the bad guy? I think there's one right above me. There's one right above me. So the free game was light combat. Yeah, it came across my radar one time, but I never followed up on it. But, yeah, so I do wonder what the Wolfire devs are up to. They strike me as a dev team that is not one to, you know, rest forever on their laurels. There we go. It's a team that would, like, always wants to work on stuff, whether or not they're, you know, fully able to. It's one thing. I'm gonna drop down real quick so I can, like, potentially reload. Yeah, whether or not they're, like, able to put resources into things is something else, but you strike me as a team that, like, always wants to be working on new things. Why are you still alive? Stop it. Stop it. Get help. I wonder if... This whole time I thought, like, shooting the rotors is a good way to kill those guys. Maybe a good way to kill those guys is shoot the middle. It's like this, like, vanilla piece right there. Yeah, I think that was the kill shot. That middle piece right there. It's like we learned earlier, these guys don't have health, so to speak, but they have components internally that, when they are damaged, will cause them to die. So you don't, it's not just shoot them enough until they die, you gotta shoot the good stuff until they're dead. Ooh, there we go. What was the kill shot there? It was... Might have landed. It might have, like, it might be on that side and I can't pick it up or anything. Alright, so... The extra ones. Yeah, I'm still trying to, like, kind of get my sea legs and understand what's, like, the best way to dispense with certain bad guys. But these dudes... I'm actually impressed you can't see me from here. I think that brown piece that has the camera on it... I'm full of shit. I thought that was the kill. Well, the second one was the kill. Yeah, it seemed like a lot of the times if you shot that brown piece, it wouldn't make it go flaccid like that. It wouldn't, like, drop it, but it would kill the camera, so it would just be stuck in place and would be unable to shoot. Oh, I'm still learning. Part of the process, baby. No bullets. I shot twice, maybe 3 times. Yeah, I should probably... I probably should get in the habit of emptying and then look to see... Alright, so yeah, 3 were unspent. Oh, load them back in. I should do that more often. Oh. Because a number of times I've gone to pull the trigger confidently, only to be like, oh god, I'm out of juice, and I'm sad. And then dead. It's happened more times than I want to admit. That I'm willing to admit under... in the court of law, under oath. Appreciate you guys popping in. Thank you again to Dudson for that raid. We're playing a really cool little indie game. It's a really cool little indie game. It's called Receiver. And I was very fortunate to get a review copy for the second game. We're going to be doing an extra long streamy stream tomorrow. I am not going to jump down, but I'm going to kill that guy. In one shot like a fucking gamer. Let's go back down then. But, we're doing an extra long stream tomorrow for charity. Extra long charity marathon stream to raise money for Extra Life. Extra Life is the Children's Miracle Network. Children's hospitals fundraiser that I always participate in. We got the donation ticker above my head, as you can always see our donation progress in general. was telling the story earlier how I used to do the full 24-hour marathon. A lot of people that are familiar with Extra Life, they know of it through people doing the 24-hour marathons, which is a lot of fun, but it's also a lot. It's a lot to do. The joke I always tell people is that existing for 24 hours is exhausting. Streaming and commentating and playing games for 24 hours is also exhausting. So to make it easier, I decided to split it up. So instead of doing a one-sitting 24-hour marathon, I do 3 individual, smaller, but still appreciatively lengthy 8-hour marathons. So we do 3 8-hour marathons. We did the first one a couple weeks ago. Do the second one tomorrow. We playing this game's sequel, Receiver 2. Oh, I'm dead. Yep, I turned over, I saw that I heard 3 shots. I turned over, saw 2 bullet holes, did the math, and I was like, I'm dead. So we're playing this game's sequel tomorrow. We're playing Rat Shaker. Rat Shaker's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to Rat Shaker. That game looks fucking wild. Then we're playing a weird-ass immersive sim called Open Sour, which will be fun, too. So we got some good games for tomorrow, man. I'm excited. Let's see. Do I have anything in the chamber? Or in the I've got, what am I trying to say? In the mag? Yes, I do. Can I load it up more? Load it up a little bit more. And it goes... Oh, wrong. I dropped it. Whoops. Then pull back the slide. Zip. Now we're all set. This is Receiver. Really cool little indie game that has some very involved and very sophisticated gunplay mechanics. I always say it's not just like other games where you press one button to reload. You have to, like, manage your magazines manually. One button to eject the mag, one button to put it back in, one button to put bullets, load bullets individually into magazines. Or if it's a 6-shooter, a separate button to open the cylinder, another button to empty the cylinder, another button to put bullets in. It's involved, but it's very good. This game came out in 2012, so the fact that this game is as detailed and like sophisticated and just like involved as it is, and being as relatively old as it is pretty badass if you ask me. You are what saw me. I was like, I heard it, but I didn't see it. And we got Master Chief in the chat who knows this game very well. In fact, Master Chief has, like, completed some challenge runs and some extremely hardcore, well-known and, like, infamous mods for this game. There was one he was telling us earlier, or they were telling us earlier, where the mod maker for the mod has never beaten it, but Master Chief has. So we got, like, a professional, a receiver, and Receiver 2 extraordinaire, which is always fun. It's always fun playing a game like this and getting in some of, like, the community members that keep up with the game and watch for people like myself, newbies streaming it. Try and get that guy. I want to go for a little brown piece. Right, so what was the kill shot there? Because that's the best. If you can, like, drop him like that. It seems like the kill shot is, like, right in the middle. But it's not always consistent. I feel like sometimes when I land around there, it doesn't quite kill. Maybe the idea is, like, if I shoot here, or here, or here, or here, it's not going to work. But it's got to be, like, in this very specific area. Because that's the best if you, like, just fully drop them. You can do it in a single shot, but there are times where I'm, like, shooting it, like, 3 or 4 or 5 times, and they're still standing. The turrets are something I still kind of gotta, like, suss out and figure out the proper strat for them. I'm still, like, investigating the best way to do with the turrets. The flying guys aren't quite as... Well, they're scary for different reasons. I feel like I'm more able to deal with them from a distance, at least. It's when they get close, that's when things get scary. Yeah, embrace the fuckery. That's how we do it around here, baby. A professional receiver. Oh my. That sounds like we're talking like pitching and catching. Who's the one to receive and who's the one to provide? It's not always consistent, okay. Part of the gun, yeah, the green part. Brown part is the camera, or it's just the ammo box. Yeah, that makes sense. The stuff that the little feetsies connect to in the middle is the motor. Ooh, maybe that's what I should be striving for. Is the piece that the legs connect to. It sounds like the motor and the battery is, like, more consistent. Because we were talking earlier, the whole notion with the drones and turrets you're killing in this game, it's not like in a lot of games where there's health for the bad guys. It's not just that you shoot it enough and it will die. You have to damage internal components, stop it from functioning. I can get nice and close. And close. There was that little sprint button, which is now that I know there's like a strat to it, I feel a little bit better about it. So the base. Don't drop the base. Oh, I dropped the base. Look at that. I think that's a kill shot right there. I think that's the shit. Although that might be because it like got that little piece as well. If I would have shot the flatter part, I'm not sure if that would have killed it instantly, but it's pretty sweet though. Go for the camera though, yeah. Which is to say, like, shoot either this component or more, if possible, this. But then if you're looking at the camera, that means it can definitely look at you. Yeah, maybe going for this piece. It'll at least disable it, yeah, which is useful. I feel pretty happy about that, though. I don't know. I might try cooking with this a little bit, but I think I'm with you, though. This probably is more consistent for at least stopping it and disabling it. But it is still technically capable, so it's a little scary. Speaking of magazines and such, also this real quick so I can load this up. And pop that in. Oh, wrong button. I'm going to press the wrong button a billion times. Take a drink or take a shot every time I press the wrong button and drop a magazine or some shit. Don't do that. You will die in like 30 minutes. You'll be dead of alcohol poisoning. Oh my god, there's a billion turrets in there. What the hell? Holy buckets. I don't know if I have enough ammo to kill these dudes. Never mind, I'm a gamer. Oh, I'm not a gamer. I'm dead. Ah, fuck. I'm a dead gamer. Gotta hit the battery. I gotta do more cooking, man. I gotta test it. Oh, new room. Don't recognize this room. It's a living room. I was a gamer until I died.
You use technology
Super Hobbit,
to
an
control
autobiography.
physical things. Similarly, there is mind tech, which is used to control the boundless
That one's full.
luminescence. Mind tech can be used for good or evil. The threat has been using its mind tech as a weapon against you.
I'm fucking stacked.
So
Look at that
far
shit.
has caused widespread sickness and mental weakness. Now that you are in a helpless state, they ready
Oh, no, not that one, not that one.
blow, mind kill. But they are aware that will not work on you. They have another potent weapon they will bring to bear against receivers, called the Dreaming. They cannot exist fully in this reality, but they have been watching you and experimenting and have developed this new mind tech. The Dreaming is a bridge
It's just gonna
from
stop
our
now.
world to yours, and they will use this bridge to send specially conceived of
Hold on, let me
designed to
like
work in your environment.
tune into my inner
automatic
chaos
weapons are
goblin.
designed
Yes,
to kill
yes.
the
The
few
inner
who survive.
shit goblin that is inside my brain has been appeased, Scarlet. You may rest for now, but I may call upon you at a future date to shitpost into 8-bit llamas inbox at a later date. So your services may be requested again, but for now you've done well, my friend. Also, I'm pretty sure that like all the glass is bulletproof. Yeah, it would appear that way. It would appear that way. So we got one tape. One thing I'm kind of curious about, sometimes I'll find a tape in this game, and our guy will listen to it and we'll hear the audio, but it won't say one tape absorbed. It'll still say 0, but the number won't go up. What causes us to absorb a tape? Versus, you know, what sometimes, I guess, we hear it, but we don't absorb it. Ooh, one shot. Well, technically 2 shots, because the first one went through the glass, went into the glass, but not through it. There's no exit wound, I don't think. You fully listen to it, okay. Because I usually let it play out. The only time I interrupt it is if we find another tape. But I don't think that interrupts it. In fact, I don't even know how to interrupt the tape playback. Meow. I kill him? Oh, I'm a fucking gamer. Sniper extraordinaire. that all the damn time. Wait, did I go on this floor? I don't think I have. A flashlight would be kind of nice because it's a little bit dark and scary in here. If I get scared, I might need to jump into someone's open arms so we may tremble together, a la Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo and Shaggy. What if I boof the tapes? Will I absorb it that way? But no, I understand the idea of, yeah, consuming the media. You can pause it with X. Oh, good to know. Because there's been a couple times where it's like, oh, we've heard this tape before, but in a previous run. In a previous life, so to speak. I'm assuming the way to beat the game is to find all 11 tapes into a single run. But easier said than done. Also, I bet there's, like, stuff over here. Ooh, like this. One bullet. Try to keep an eye out for extra resources. And by resources, I mean tapes and gun food. Gun juice, aka bullets. That's what normies call it. Oh, turret! Oh, I'm dead. Damn it. I saw like a little yellow square and I was like, oh, is that a tape? It was just a lamp. In-game person is 5'5". I am short in real life. So I can appreciate playing as a fellow short king or queen. Could be a queen for all I know. But yeah, I noticed that bathroom, the sink is like at eye level. So you have to like you would have to arch your hands to wash your hands. And the toilet comes up to your fucking, like, middle of your torso. So I remember thinking, like, I'm either a fucking hobbit in this game, or, which, I'm a hobbit, so of course I appreciate that, or this is a hotel/apartment building for fucking giants. One extra bullet. Better than nothing. So we load it up. Like the slide. And we're good to go. And that's a raid from our buddy Nitro. What's up, bud? Thank you, Nitro, for that raid. We're playing a fun little indie game. It's called Receiver. We're checking out the sequel tomorrow. I'm doing Extra Life stream number 2. Or Extra Life Marathon stream number 2. And we're playing the sequel tomorrow. So I figure, like, I gotta get my stripes. I gotta earn my stripes by at least playing the first one and kind of getting the hang of it a little bit. I'm not gonna say get good, like, let's not be presumptuous here, but trying to attempt to prove myself before we play the sequel. I'm excited to play the sequel, though. It sounds like the sequel is, in a lot of ways, an improvement and adds a lot of cool mechanics. More depth. But I'm liking this, too. It's a very good game. And again, I'm constantly reminded how... Oh, my fucking gamer? Yo, hell yeah. I'm constantly reminded how impressive it is that this game is well over 10 years old. 2012 was a long time ago. This game is really impressive. Dude, that's the fucking play, man. Going for the base. Don't drop the base, but going for the base. Oh, fuck. I thought I could get it. I was getting greedy. It's fucking dropping those fools. Man, I felt so proud of myself. And then I died. You were doing good until you died, Alex. Alright, what do we got this time? We got... pretty empty looking mag. I can load it up a little bit. So it's a pretty full mag. But only one. Gotta get it while the getting's good. I like how the safety's on by default. Oh. And you spawn... It's always scary spawning in a big open area like this. Little drone fellas. The little flying whirligigs. Those guys can snipe you if you're not careful. Well, not snipe you, but descend upon you. Yo, what's up, Chuck? Mr. Game Trader, what's up, buddy? How was the concert, by the way? Chuck and a bunch of our friends, they invited Grace and I to a concert, but because I'm still kind of contagious, gross, I had to miss out. But I appreciate you guys wanting to include us. It was very sweet of you. Good to see you. I saw The Urge. The Urge is the name of the band. St. Louis-based ska and punk band. Not a huge ska guy myself, but it's still been fun to join in on the festivities for funsies. What time am I starting tomorrow? We're going to be playing a bunch of games, probably starting around 4 or 5 p.m. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So we'll go for about 8 hours. That's what I'm planning. So yeah, the plan is to start around 4 or 5. Ooh, flashlight. Look at that. Kind of play it by ear to a degree. Oh, dude. I feel like such a cool dude. Dropping these turrets. Well, except when they get the drop on me, but man, I feel really cool about that we've maybe found a strat. Where was the kill shot? I guess it was kind of on the underside, wasn't it? Yeah, on the underside, which is probably more vulnerable. I bet the top and side parts are more armored. Going for the undercarriage. Going for an upskirt, if you will, against the turrets is probably a little bit harder in a lot of cases, but in that case, worked out well for me. This is a really cool game, though. I'm liking it a lot. Shoutouts to Master Chief in the chat, who's been helping me out a lot with understanding some of the more attuned mechanics for the game. It's got a lot to learn. I've got a lot to learn. Console was a fun time. That's awesome, bud. That's awesome. Whoop, whoop. Keep looking. Oh, yeah. So satisfying. I do feel better. I am feeling a lot better. Hopefully my voice sounds less fucky. I feel like I sound less fucky. Hoping that by tomorrow I should be back to, like, mostly full. I feel pretty good today. Voice is, like, the throat and, like, the kind of nasally passages feel a little bit sore, just a teensy bit. And I've been blowing my nose and, like, clearing my throat a lot today, but overall, yeah, a marked improvement. I'm gonna skip that for a moment because that looks scary. To the telltale flashlight. Flashlight? No, flashlight. Two of them in here, I think. Oh! Am I dead? Yeah, fuck, I didn't see that guy. Damn, bro, it's all it takes. All it takes, man. The flying drone's right. The taser, there's the motor. With the drones, it's, like, harder to, like, take your time to really line up a shot. Unless you're really close to them and you can see them, but they can't see you. Which is not common, in my experience at least. Very rarely am I able to, like, really take my time and line up a shot with the flying drones. But you're absolutely right, though, Master Chief. I very much believe you that, like, there's specific components that you can, if you're really smart, try to shoot for them. Try to aim for them. Inner part in the back. Motor's the middle, right. Camera's below the battery. They're not as fragile, yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, there's been a number of times where I shoot one, like, 4 or 5 times, so it's like, bro, this guy needs to take a hint, goddamn. I'm gonna blast this fool. It's like that one's... I think this one's a little bit more filled up. Load me up. Like the slide. We are ready to roll. I got a decently populated second magazine. Second mag. Yeah, lightweight tasers, and yet they can take quite a lot of shots. I do appreciate when if you don't kill them with a shot, it still, like, jostles them. So even if you're not able to establish a kill shot, if one's charging towards you and you knock him off kilter, it might be enough for them to miss you or, like, hit a wall or kind of bounce around a little bit. So it still feels like helpful landing a shot. But yeah, there've been a couple times where it's like, this motherfucker will not stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Flashlight! Sometimes the flashlight gets a little bit in the way, but I much prefer to have one than to go without. By far, my greatest weakness is still the turrets, the floor turrets. Especially like that last case where I was like moving a little bit too quickly and I crossed into the opening of that one doorway and they just went pop me right then and there. So knowing when and where they're more likely to spawn, and like how to react accordingly and how to place myself properly and how to like clear corners and, you know, watch for scary spawn spots. It's trying to get good. Nice little 2-shot, 2-pump jump, not too bad. Yeah, go for the motor if possible, but it can still be scary though. Yeah, it rather a singular minefield than who do they can fucking charge towards you all willy-nilly. Very much agreed. I'm guessing they still make the noise if they're able to tase you. Like, you can hear, like, the bzzzt noise. Because I feel like I've been pretty confidently able to, like, walk up to and, like, crouch down on top of a drone that I dropped. Or even, like, a turret that I disabled. I'd, like, walk up right to it. And nothing bad would happen. Which is to say, not, like, killed, where it goes, like, but it, like, stays stoic, looking ahead. Risky. Maybe I've just been lucky, but I'm assuming there's like a tell when they're still dangerous. Yeah, they'll beep and they'll buzz. Okay, yeah. So listen for the beep, listen for the buzz.
If you are
That's the
listening
giveaway.
to this tape,
Thank you,
it means
Master
you have
Chief.
survived the mind kill. Previous attempts to listen to this tape would have found it blank, but now it contains immediate instructions of your difficult path forward. This is the time that we have prepared for. Take a moment now to find your firearm.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Some of you will be familiar with firearms from our training camp, but more recent receivers...
I do have automatic mode, don't I? Yeah.
In order to survive the mind kill event.
This is scary.
In either case,
Can't see until
take a
I
moment to confirm that the firearm
crouch all the way down like this. That's scary because they can see my legs well before I can see any of them.
You have
If there
also
was something
been
right there, I'd be in a
received
really
one
bad
tape
spot,
with
so
headphones and two
try to be aware of that as a
batteries. Once you have checked your
possibility.
equipment, leave the safe cell.
Go a long way.
Keep moving and be careful. The threat will have dreamed kill drones near your location.
Man, I'm so happy that that's pretty consistent. Going for the base. Drop the base. It's probably not always going to work, but I perceive that it's such a relatively large target. I don't know for how long it will continue to proc, but I'm happy. Happy with it. Another tape? No, another flashlight. I joked last time where it's like, well, what if I could carry multiple flashlights? Carry one in my teeth. One of my teeth. I joked about like unzipping my fly, sticking one down there. Obviously shove one up my ass. Obviously, maybe one up each nostril. All the other creative and slightly irresponsible ways to carry flashlights. I shouldn't be up here because that was the scary zone last time. I shan't be trusted. Memorize every possible spawn. I don't think it's bad at all, especially since you've put 800 hours into Receiver 2. Master Chief, I think it would be like weird if you had put like a dozen hours into the game and you'd had all the spots memorized. But yeah, that's pretty badass. Oh, see, right now it's not quite as consistent. Fuck. I shouldn't have hesitated. Should have just gone for it. I know the people playing the game, putting out a magazine, right, from like a spawn, and they were like, bro, how'd you know that was gonna be there? And you were like, I got the fucking big brain, man. I got the 5 head. Yeah, I kind of freaked out by it. No, I mean, that's how it goes when you're that dialed in with a game like this. When you've like gotten that much, or a game like the sequel at least, when you've gotten that much experience and you've had that much exposure to like the chunks, the chunking as they call it, or the blocks that spawn, you start to really kind of hone in on, there we go. Start to hone in on like recognizing those chunks, recognizing not just the chunks, but the things that can spawn in those chunks and their locations. Yeah, because to a much lesser degree, I experienced that quite a bit in Spelunky. Damn. I think I'm out. Yeah, I'm out. Get out of there. Getting closer. Damn, I was so confident. What will it take to kill you? Shooting the camera. All right, so, god damn it. I thought I was cooking, but Master Chief, I think, is right. Those were, like, pretty good. A lot of those were pretty good, but wasn't quite enough. So, going for the camera is probably the more consistent way. I've kind of bounced around between aiming for the middle of the green, which sometimes is quite good, and shooting, there was a phase where I was shooting specifically for that component, and sometimes it would take a few shots, but it's pretty consistent. It doesn't usually, like, drop it. Usually it more disables it. So it stops spinning, which is to say the camera is busted. So it could technically still shoot, but it can't see anything, so it just kind of sits there. Dude, that makes me nervous. Oh. Oh, I've never seen this variant, where it's still spinning. So the camera is really busted. Yeah. I've never seen it still spin, though. I'm scared to get too close. Like, what if it, like, feels me? Boop. Can I just, like, topple it over? What if I could just, like cow tip and, like, boop? Can I, like, waggle my penis at her to some shit? Like, is there a teabag button? I'm playing with fire. I really shouldn't. I shouldn't. That's dangerous. Yeah, I've actually never seen that. Usually it just kind of halts in place. Oops. So this is good knowledge that'll transfer to the sequel, which makes sense. Yeah, that does make sense. Good to see you, Drenay. We're playing a cool little indie game. What is this game about? It is a sort of roguelike, which is to say the levels are procedurally generated. There is story. There is lore. I'm a little bit wobbly on what the lore is, but we're going around these procedurally generated levels, trying to find these cassette tapes. I'm not exactly sure, but I assume that if we find all 11 cassette tapes in a single playthrough, that we beat the game. I think. I think there is a way to beat the game. It doesn't just go on forever. And they have to all be found in a single run. That's hard to do because it's a tough game, but it's very fun. Very well made. Oh, it's because if you shoot it while it's staring you down. Gotcha. Right. So if you shoot the camera while it's staring at you, it will be stopped in place. But if you shoot it while it's not staring at you, it will continue spinning. That's good to know. The more you learn. That's a cool little indie game. And again, I'm still very much impressed. This game came out 12 years... Well, no. Yeah, 12 years ago. 2024. Or 2012. So, you know, over 10 years ago. That's pretty impressive, if you ask me. Pretty damn sweet. This opener can be a little bit scary. Turret over there. Can't see me from up here, can he? I'm not gonna kill him if I don't have to, but I will see if he's guarding anything. Nope, nothing. Nothing at all. We'll leave him. Sauron's porn collection? Oh, I wish. One can only be so lucky. The cassette tapes are like information about the game world. Like the world we're in. They'll tell us like how to use our firearms. They'll tell us about this kind of, I guess, rogue AI that is controlling the drones called the Mind Kill, I think, or maybe it's a virus. I'm not exactly sure, but oh, I didn't even hear it. I thought maybe I had a little bit more time. I think I was out of juice too. I should have checked that beforehand. But yes, they'll tell you about like stuff. There's a tape right there actually. They'll tell you a little bit about how to use your weapons and some of the tutorial stuff about the controls, but also like here's information about the Mind Kill, they call it. Yeah, cassette tapes though. Yeah, what if they were VHS tapes? That'd be sick. But yeah, they're audio tapes. We're talking old school. So I got actually it's got a little bit more. Right, and then insert. And then, slide. And now we're good. Alright, cool. And of course, one of the primary features of this game is the very involved gunplay mechanics. Like you saw me earlier, ejecting the magazine, manually loading bullets. Well, I had to holster my gun first, then loading the bullets, then pulling back the slide. Not just point and click and press one button to reload. There's like very involved mechanics in play here. So here's a cassette tape.
To the first tape of the perpetual set.
Ooh, we got the first
set of tapes.
It's a random each one each time.
Critical receivings, so that future humans will have the information they will need after the mind kill.
The mind kill.
When listened to sufficiently and in its entirety, has been speculated to be the minimum teachings needed to achieve an awake state.
We get woke. Hell yeah.
Besides this tape, the tapes included in this set are Firearm Operation, Initiation Tape A,
Listen to all 11 tapes will
Reality
ascend.
B, Mind Tech Clear Tape, Mind Kill Contingency, Kill Drones, Repeated Listenings, The Clear Tape, Awake.
Alright. That's a little summary. That first one. And sure enough, it does say in the top right, one tape absorbs. You have to listen to the flip. Oh, fucking gaming. Yeah, he was still spinning for a second there. I bet when he was still spinning, he was in the danger zone. But yeah, it's like you don't want to let yourself get too close. If you've dropped them, but they're maybe still active. That can be scary. Wonder if there's more where that came from. Ooh. Little preview. Oh, it's glass though. Alright, so I can see them, but I can't actually get at them right now. I've shot 4 times. Oh! Flyboy or a turret? Might be a turret, actually. It is a turret. Did I do it? I think I did it, actually. He's still spinning, but he is dead. He's dead. Ooh, man, I'm fucking gaming. Although I'm out, so I need to reload. Or I could do one of these. Eject. And swap out with this guy. Although I should load this up. There we go. Pull back the slide. Look at us, we're learning. There's 2 guys down there. I don't know if those... Oh, they can? That's scary. I didn't realize they could aim that high up. They definitely have good lateral vision, but not always the best vertical and looking up and down kind of stuff. So that is scary. The reason I turn off my flashlight is because I've yet to determine if... Oh, shit. If they're able to see you better with your flashlight out versus not. So I assume there's like a stealth kind of mode there, but I don't know for sure, obviously. I ain't no shit. Bundle of bullets and a cassette tape. Hell yeah, baby.
Please have your provided firearm operation manual ready for reference while listening to this tape.
It's a lot of layers to it, yeah. You can probably tell I'm not always paying the most attention. Focus on the gameplay.
The weapon can be discharged using the trigger marked LMB in your manual. All firearms are extremely dangerous. Engage the safety, see Figure V, and holster it in the tilde fashion for your protection. Figure E shows the correct procedure for ejecting the magazine, also shown as the technique for dropping the magazine for a faster reload. Z shows how to handle various aspects of reloading. When the weapon is loaded, a round can be chambered by the slide marked R, the hammer marked F in the diagram.
I see no tapes down there, so I think we're good.
Correct aiming can be executed in 2 ways. Image RMB shows the primary method, while Image Q shows an alternate method that may work better for some people.
Fuck, I thought I was cooking. God damn it.
The pockets are shown like...
I didn't even see that guy. I forgot that those fucking drones can spawn even in those small little internal areas. Usually I think of those flying drones as being in the larger, more open space, but they can spawn in the hallways too. You're never safe, necessarily. So the mind kill is not the bad guy. The threat is the bad guy. The virus, the mind kill, is what they've dispensed. Yeah, it's like a digital virus, right? Yeah, technology, right, yeah. Kill humanity. So that's the summary. Thank you, Master Chief. It's very helpful. The summary of how it's all been going down. I like the 6-shooter, but I feel like I've probably gotten more comfortable with the 9mm. Like the 6-shooter, I get bamboozled more than I want to admit. All the more reason for me to try to get good. Get more experience. I'm gonna stay this side. I see a little glow. I see a little something. A little shimmer. No shimmers. Bump. I'm trying to be watchful for ammo pickups and cassette tapes. We already have a flashlight though, so we're good there. I'm trying to like, if I would have been paying more attention above me, I feel like I would have seen the drone last time, because I was so focused on the turrets. And usually in rooms like this, when I first pop out, I'm more looking lateral, just horizontal. I need to be looking up as well, because that's where the turrets like to, or the drones like to hover and wait for a chance to shit directly to my mouth. Very not nice.
Your crude world is not the true reality.
Crude
Your
world.
physical body here is the shadow cast by your transcendent mind. We call this higher plane Reality A, and your world of shadows Reality B.
World of shadows.
If you are receiving this message in a fictional context, you are at an even deeper level, one that we cannot reach. Because your body is a shadow of your mind, when your mind dies, your body will vanish.
Can our eyes be real if mirrors
of
aren't
your
real?
world, death is merely a transition in which your mind is set free. But for victims of the coming mind kill, there is only oblivion.
Oh, I'm dead. I'm not dead. Oh. Oh, because I landed on that little lip, that's why. I thought the fall damage was gonna get me. I heard the beep and I panicked. A rare instance when I panicked and it led to a downfall. I never do that in this game. I'm always so put together. Kill shot. And just to be clear, it was... yeah, it was the... actually, it was probably close to a number of components, but that middle piece is nice to aim for if possible. So why they're doing it is unknown. It's a force that works with you, gotcha, or for you at least. Reach the awakened state. Takes place in the dreaming. Trapped inside your own mind. Interesting. So you're like fighting through some kind of like dream state to ascend. Oh yeah. Probably same thing. Well, oh, actually, yeah, it looks like we killed the spinny boys. The rotors. We'll take it. The way to die is by quitting, by giving in. That's right, so when you die... so it's like an in-lore explanation for why we respawn. It's not that we're, like, dead. We're just trying again. Oh, shit. Oh, speaking of which... I'm not dead? Bro, I thought I felt something hit me. Man, fucking dodging bullets like Neo out here. Holy shit. That was luck. I mean skill. It was all gamer skill. No, it was luck. Let's be real. Do I take a shot? Oh, wow, I got it. There's a turret somewhere. I think there is. Something shot at me earlier. Oh, there he is. The drones are more pertinent. I thought they were. It's actually loaded. Oh, I'm a gamer. Hell yeah. The drones, though. I'm scared of the drones. Oh. They're like stuck on the right-hand side, I think. That guy's done, though. I'm happy I'm getting the hang of the turrets. I was saying how the turrets are scarier, but I was feeling good about the drones. Okay, was. I'm guessing there must have been another one. Or maybe I didn't kill that one guy. It seemed like I had. Like he was dead, so. There's probably one more elsewhere. There was like a bunch of shit in that room. It's hopping. Oh. Realized I had multiple. That one. This one has more juice. Yep. This one. Whoops. But this one has like a decent amount as well. Get a few options. Big open area. Oh, was it behind me? Oh, fuck. I hadn't even thought about that aspect. It would not surprise me, though, if there was something behind me, though. Good to know. I was just saying how situational awareness can make all the difference in the world. And I think I've got eyes everywhere. That one blind spot can be enough. Explore a little bit down here. Trying to take a page out of Master Chief's book here, trying to acknowledge or at least be aware of the potential places where things like tapes and ammo can spawn. Got a big open area, then a closed space. I'm more inclined to go for the open area. I saw how you do it. Oh, I'm sure the difference of watching somebody like myself who's got 4 hours, 3 hours in the game versus someone with multiple hundred, I'm sure like the skill differential is off the goddamn charts. Like I'm sure like looking at the gameplay, you'd think we were playing two different games. That is absolutely what I would believe. I'm sure you're a lot faster. And I'm also sure you're also like a lot more bold when it comes to like knowing like behaviors of certain enemies and like how to handle, you know, certain like scary situations. But also not foolhardy. I imagine like you also would know more of like the danger zones to check than I do. So like you would probably just have more just confidence as you're navigating. Confidence with navigating and confidence with dealing with bad guys. Just overall just more assuredness. Is he not dead? Looks dead enough to me. I'm not going to get close enough to test it, but seems dead. I don't know if he's dead. I don't know if he's dead, but he's at least dead. Dead times 1. Oh, almost fell over. Body will vanish, right. But only when your will is gone. Then you are dead, right. To kind of borrow that same nomenclature. When we get shot, or when we get tased, we die, and we're dead, but we're not dead. And you know, in some games, there's dead. You know, after a certain point, then you're really fucked. Sometimes there's even a third secret variation. Ultra secret, double secret probation death. No tape? That was a tape. Oh no, it's a flashlight. I saw an object. Object, not of desire, but an object. I assumed it was a tape. It is a flashlight. If it was a flashlight, it would be an object of desire. Or an object for desire, I guess. So yeah, the sound. I've noticed the same thing. I've noticed sometimes you hear the sorting out noise. Sometimes you hear it crash and explode, or not explode, but like a boom. Other times it just goes bleh. The tape is playing? Really? Because I don't hear it. Huh. Do you hear it? Yeah, I got nothing. It's a silent audio tape. So I got a blank tape. It says absorbed. Well, I'll be damned. I never heard shit. Oh wait, didn't they say that, like, if you've received this tape in a corrupted state, it'll just come off as blank or some shit? Oh shit, maybe that means I'm corrupted. Maybe that means the mind killer's fucked my ass. It's not silent. Oh shit, the mind killer's took a shit in my mouth again. God damn it. I'm doomed. Gotta kill more bad guys to cleanse my whole. I need to find the antivirus in enema form to cleanse my mind kill colon. Cleanse my digital colon. Switch that out. Actually, well, I'm here actually. Let's load it up. And then load my gun up. And then prepare to load my booty hole up with anti-mind kill viral shit, so I can be cured. Ooh. That guy down there, right? Ooh, that guy. He's gonna hug the wall, unless there's something down there for me. There might be something down there for Alex. Is there anything down there? Well, even if there was, I don't have a good way of getting down, so I shouldn't try to take shots yet. Actually, I say that. Can't see me. Am I a gamer? I just play one on TV. I think that might have done. I don't see a flashlight, or like a color emitting from his scope. So I think he is disabled. No, he is not. If I dare challenge. Not a good angle. Don't know if I can pull a similar. Actually, maybe. Am I cooking? Did I do it? Hell yeah. That's so satisfying. Here's a tape. I knew it! Well, I didn't know it, but I theorized. Game theory. Get our ass downstairs. They're assets of the threats, right? Yeah, they're not the threat necessarily, but yeah, they're an asset. Because yeah, they're just drones and turrets, just automated stuff. They're not sentient. It's clearly some sentient thing causing a ruckus about. I think that's a spent case. That's just a bullet hole. Girl, that's a bullet hole. Not just a hole, a valve. Oops. The threat has no form. Ooh, so we never, like, get to... He's dead? Yeah, I think he's sad. So we never get to, like... Yeah, like, see or like, experience more about what the threat is, other than just kind of a vague notion. It's still scary. Knowing they're spinning and disabled, but not, like, dead is, like, scary. With these guys, like, yeah, they're... Oops. I can touch them. These guys are dead. Yeah. Well, probably. They're probably dead. They're at least enough dead where I can go through there safely.
Please have your provided firearm operation manual ready for
bullets?
reference while listening to this tape. The 1911 A1 is an automatic loading pistol with an 8-round capacity magazine. The weapon can be discharged using the trigger marked LMB in your manual. All firearms are extremely dangerous. Engage the safety, see figure V.
How many full mags, man?
In the tilde fashion for your protection. Figure E shows the correct procedure for ejecting the magazine, also shown as the technique for dropping the magazine for a faster reload. Z shows how to handle various aspects of reloading. When the weapon is loaded, a round can be chambered by the slide marked R. The hammer marked F in the diagram can be cocked manually. Correct aiming can be executed in two ways. Image RMB shows the primary method, while image Q shows an alternate method that may be better for some people. Extra magazines can be stored in your harness. The pockets are shown labeled 1 through 10. Finally, diagram G shows the correct procedure for retrieving items.
There's a diagram? You got visual aids up in here?
While this is the standard for operation, keep in mind that alternate schemes may
that was a full commit.
Better. In the trying times
it did do it though, okay.
Use would be critical.
It was scary.
It was scary. May save your life.
I was scared. One of these days I'm gonna round a corner and see a turret I've previously disabled but not killed, and I'm gonna panic and I'm gonna like panic fire and probably shit my pants. Only a matter of time till I embarrass myself. It's, yeah, it makes sense to be left a little bit vague. Some holes left unfilled. You know me, I love getting my holes filled, so what can I say? My wife can tell you all about that. Alex loves getting his hole filled. Good lord. He won't shut up about it. Makes it real weird for everybody.
You are listening to the first tape of the Perpetual set. This set of tapes represents the most critical receivings so that future humans will have the information they will need after the mind kill.
Would have been really embarrassing if there was a guy right here, though. There's a bit of a full commit that I was not so sure about.
Has been speculated to be the minimum teachings needed to achieve an awake state. Besides this tape, the tapes included in this set are
a lot of friends over there.
Operation, Initiation Tape A, Mind Tech, Reality B.
Do you have a lot of gun?
Mind Tech Clear Tape. Mind Kill.
We gotta deal with these guys before I get up the stairs.
Kill Drones. Repeated Listening.
They were saying Killtrons.
The
Kill Drones.
Awake.
We Gucci? We Gucci the Coochie? Yo, we Gucci the Coochie. Hell yeah. Give me those bullets. But do not give me bullets, please. Give me bullets that I can use, but not, shoot my head with. Yes, there's like fan theories with the community. That makes sense. Kind of try to attempt to fill in the blanks. He's dead, but so too is. Whoops. It's my clip. Actually, while we're here, pull this bad boy up. Look at all these bullets. I got so many bullets. This is a good run. It's a good run, which means I can't wait to fuck it up. Only a matter of time. Okay, we're ready. I'm in. Put me in, coach. Oh! This is gonna be a little bit awkward. I have to kind of like slide up next to you. I dropped him. He did. What's wrong with you? I tell you he did. There's a lot of action in here, and I don't think there's any reason to go in there. I don't see any tapies. Are there exactly 11 tapes that spawn in a run? Like if there was a tape in that room and I passed it up, would I be hecked? Or if I were to keep going, would I eventually find more potential tapes to fill in the blanks? Slow and steady, make every shot count right. Get there. This game is less forgiving. Good to know. I mean, I feel like I'm cooking right now with a decent run. It just takes one slip up though. That room's scary. I ain't fucking with that shit. I don't trust like that. Down he goes. Okay, so you can just keep going. And if you miss a tape, it's not the worst thing in the whole wide world. This room scares me. I feel like I have so many bullets. I can probably stand be a little bit risky. Did I do it? I think that did it. I don't see any flashlight from him, so I think he's done. Did I get it? Dude, I feel so cool. I feel so cool and powerful. That one there is scurry. He's done so. It's scary, man. I'm nervous. I'm a nervous Nelly. Ooh, gaming. Like I went through that clip real fast. Oops. Oh, wrong button. So while we're here, again, I have so many bullets. Holy shit. Load me up, big dog. Load my ass up. What's up, Zabatsu? It is a fun game. It is a fun game. I'm enjoying myself. It's scary because we got a pretty good run going. This might be the most tapes I've found so far in a single run, and I feel like really confident right now. We're cooking. Today's day and age, it's a rare sight. That guy's disabled. That guy's disabled. That guy's dead. He's dead. It's a big area, though. Once I make that jump, there's no going back. Can I go down? I can. I think we gotta commit. Oh, no! That's unfortunate. Getting the timing down for that long jump. That was the run, man. That was the run. Yeah. Getting the timing down. It's like a muscle. Oh, that wouldn't have been it. Like a muscle memory thing. Yeah, that's tricky. That's okay, though. It is getting pretty late. Let's do like one more good run. One more good run before we wrap it up for the night. Flying drones, yeah. They're fast. FOV's nutty, yeah, for sure. A little bit toned down the sequel, though. I like to think they're not overpowered, per se, but I'm a little bit relieved that they're not quite as silly in the second game. Lots of bullets in this one. Yep. Probably the safety. We're good to go. No flashlight, but that's okay. We don't necessarily need a flashlight. It's nice. Oh! That's why I said one more good run. I said one more good run. Not a die instantly like a doofus run. Good to specify.
Some receivers believe the message but are unable to hear the source themselves. We have developed a mind tech called Clear Tape to aid in your receiving. Your subconscious mind has been eroded by dangerous, addictive media. To wean you from this addiction, we will trick your mind using its conditioned response to your advantage. By providing the correct external cues, Clear Tape provides a way to reduce the symptoms of media damage.
Another one.
You will have been issued a Clear Tape. Put the tape into your tape deck and press play. At first, it is normal to hear only background static. After several sessions, you may hear a voice.
Or not the first one, but the last run. Number 2.
If you recently started receiving, you may wonder why the training tapes are so important.
Not the worst in the sequel.
Over the last several decades, your media has been slowly corrupted.
The turrets are worse
Against you.
We're definitely tricky in this game, but I feel more confident.
Ideas. Your view of reality has been
the trickiest enemy in the previous run was gravity, and that's what really fucked me.
How can one tape, listened to once, possibly have an impact on the face of a lifetime of accumulated deception? It can only have the smallest effect, but even that small effect can be built on. If you listen to that tape 100 times, you may notice a difference in how you feel.
Oh wow.
If you listen to the tape 1,000 times, you will be transformed, and if you listen to the tape
Forever.
1,000,000 times, you will become more than human, an awake receiver. Listen to as many tapes
Become
as you
too
can.
powerful. We'll have to kill you.
Listen to them as often as you can.
I think if I listen to any one thing for millions of times, I will become transformed. Forever altered by whatever I was listening to getting drilled into the back of my skull. Use of work technology. Work tech. The idea of scientific improvement through personal improvement. Do you mean like just kind of the overall lore that we're hearing right now? The end result of a scientific experiment was A new kung fu. Interesting. Yeah, the idea of like this, what they were just kind of telling us about, and how it leads to, it could potentially lead to like a higher state of being. Did I kill the camera? I think it did, actually. Trying to watch for the telltale glimmer of the camera is key. Now, this is what killed me last time. Am I gonna make this jump this time? Not quite. Damn. Maybe like, I don't know. I don't love how you have to like, you know, keep pressing it. I feel like it's easier for me to like not time it well. I just gotta get used to it though. I just gotta get the handle of it. It's a shame that twice in a row I failed that jump. It's harder when you're coming from that angle, when you're jumping into the large room as opposed to jumping out of it. Personal best, 3rd in the world. That's awesome, man. The speedrun category, that's sick, man. I love it. That one's completely empty, I think. Yeah, that one is dead-zo. Dead. That one's got one. That one's got a few. So I'm gonna see. I'll take whatever's in this one. Then eject. Put it there. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Not a lot of bullets for this one. A lot of mags. Not a lot of bullets to start. Oh. Scared. Where is it? Behind me? Show yourself. Or maybe don't. Maybe don't show yourself. I'm scared. Bro, where? Where? Let's get. Oh! There he is. That motherfucker. Sneaky boy. If I don't kill him, he's gonna become a thorn in my ass. I feel better. If I don't kill him, he's gonna come back more powerful than I could have possibly imagined. Oops. Only 3 minutes off. That's amazing. That's huge. Yeah, that's wild, man. Some of it, yeah, some of it, especially with a game like this, there's some RNG, some procedural generation for the world generation and the tape spawns. Some of that is, yeah, very much, unfortunately, excuse me, how the cookie crumbles. You know, for speedrunners, generally speaking, they like to avoid or like to minimize RNG whenever possible. But for a game like this, yeah, it can only be minimized so far, unfortunately. Much better. Feeling a lot better now. Much more bullets. Yeah, minimizing RNG is a big one for a lot of speedrunners and a lot of speed games in particular. You'll note that I, by default, disabled the speedrun timer so that it would not mock me with how slow I play. Like, I don't need to insult myself or the speedrunners of this game by seeing my shitty little slow ass glaring right in my face with how slow I am. I don't need that reminder. Life's too short. That's two down. Almost said that's one down. That's two down. That was what, 4 shots? That's all I got for now. Hopefully it'll be enough until I can find more. There's some more. Rooms are so scary. When I can't see all the corners as I'm entering, I'm just kind of hoping. Yeah, I'm trying to like not always use the flashlight because sometimes the telltale like glimmer of an item drop or a cassette drop, even more importantly, you know, really make all the difference. The flashlight kind of like floods it a little bit, makes it too saturated. I'm gonna check upstairs real quick, but I want to go down that tapey. Like sometimes the brightness is a little bit much. Above. He sees me. You know what? Nah, I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. I don't gotta fuck with that shit. We're going down to the ground floor and collect that tape and be done with this situation. Situation station. And I still was nervous when I approached. I still was nervous.
You see reality painted in shades of black, but beyond your world is another, bathed in radiant light. We have reached out to you with a warning. If you are able to hear our message, you are one of the few that we can help. We call you receivers.
One of the few. The few, the proud.
The receiver you hear speaking these words was chosen because he is able to hear us with exceptional clarity. With time, you too could learn this mind tech. But time is not something we have. There is a threat to everyone on your planet, and they have been weakening your mind through your media, lowering your natural defenses. The coming attack is unavoidable. All we can do is prepare.
All we can do is prepare. Not a speed order this game necessarily, but the second game though, yeah. That's right. You remember how it is though when you're first getting your feet wet. You remember how it is. You know, when you're first fired up, you get got a bunch of times. You go, man, this game is hard. You start to kind of pick up on some mechanics. Some things are still a little wobbly, but you're kind of starting to get it. Pick my torso, my life. You know, you remember those days. You know how that goes. Just in general, when you're first kind of getting no longer green, but a well-honed machine. Wish I could just pop him. Oop. Oh, I missed. All right. Nope, not all right. Sometimes, like, I almost want him to spot me so I know how long I have to load up the next shot. There we go, like that. Does the camera turn red when he's... No, I think the camera's always red. You can reach that awakened state, right, where everything clicks, where you can see through the matrix. That's right. You know what to do, what to execute. Yeah, that's how it goes with games like this. Once you really start to kind of get your sea legs, you really do kind of enter into like an altered state where it all becomes clear, or at least more clear. I'm just gonna load that up too. There we go. Yeah, like one of my favorite games is Noita. That's a game I have a couple hundred hours in. And yeah, like watching somebody, or even when I played for the first couple times, I remember all too well how awkward it was at first, kind of getting my sea legs, and those first several 100+ deaths were, you know, frustrating, obviously, but that's how you learn. And yeah, the difference in being completely new and wobbly to the game versus being a little bit more familiar versus being fairly familiar, being able to win the game pretty consistently. Yeah, you really do start to pick up on those nuanced details. Of course, it also doesn't hurt that that game is an extremely vibrant streaming community and also modding community. There's a lot of other people for sharing knowledge, sharing intel, being welcoming to newcomers, which is great. So, yeah, the difference that makes can be extraordinary. Heard a noise. Oh, it's you. It's you. Am I dead? I'm dead. Jump. Jump. That's okay. That's a good one to end it on. This is a very fun game. I'm really having a fun time with this. What if there was a cult, but the cult was right about what they were teaching? Interesting. So that's like kind of the basis for like how they kind of brought like the lore forward for this game and for the sequel. That is pretty cool. This is a fun game. This is a fun game. To be honest, I would like to keep going, but I can feel my throat getting kind of tired. And of course, we got a long stream tomorrow. We got a long stream ahead, so I'm gonna go and wrap it up here. Oh, the MS Paint thing is still visible on that screen. That's funny. This is actually kind of weird. It shouldn't be visible. Anyway, no, we're going to wrap it up here. This is a fun stream, and playing this game was really fun. You know, we never got that close to winning. I think the most I got was maybe 4 or maybe 5 tapes. Didn't quite get to the halfway point. Still had a fun time.